Hi everybody, welcome to the Mighty Mushroom Show. We're going to get started here. Got a little music going in the background, which sounds a little bit loud. So we're going to lower that a little bit. I need to get some drafting done, so we are going to do that. I'm going to shout out to everybody on Instagram here real quick. Get some business going. And let's have some fun with some crap and go from there. Let's see. Let's do a live video. Guess we probably have to figure it out. We'll 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 figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. So I have a lot of drafts here, and I am going to start listing those drafts. I'm going to screen share. Oh, Mark Swinson's here. What's up, Mark? Greetings to you, my friend. I often see you in the chat. I appreciate you coming out. Hopefully, well, the point of this show is to actually learn stuff and be able to apply it to normal life. Ooh, so Kayla, I want you to check out these slips with me. I have the drafts ready. Oh, dude, thanks, Mark. Mushroom hunting is one of my favorito hobbies, and I don't get to go out too much. But if you're watching on Instagram right now, we're live on YouTube. If you want to find me, just look up Mighty Mushroom on YouTube. We're gonna go from there. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Did you see that bag I posted on Instagram today? If anybody saw that bag, I've gotten offers, serious offers of up to $1,000 on that Nike 1972 Munich bag. I'm like shocked and awed and grateful and holy majolies. Crazy. So let's just do this. I'm going to screen share this here. Move this down. Do a little screen sharing. And let's get some of these things listed. Sorry. Oh, crap. That bag is nuts. Here, I'm going to post this here. If you want to come in, you can. I'm going to share this screen. I'm going to go over here. Uh-oh, that's not good. I have to unscreen share because something's wrong. Amazing. Hopefully I'm not screen sharing anymore here. Okay, good. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm sorry. That's weird. Logged me out of eBay for some reason. How's the music? Is the music too loud for everybody? Or does it sound okay? Trying to make some kind of ambiance here. Oh my god, I have to log into every single one of them. Okay, well, I apologize. I have to reload all these windows, so please bear with me for a second because I did something stupid, which happens to me every single day because every single day I do a lot of stupid stuff, but usually 1 or 2 things that aren't stupid make the day, you know? So let's just do this. I got a couple of pieces I want to get some advice from everybody on listing. I want to show some of the things that I showed before and show you, you know, how lister drafts evolve. Like, these aren't perfect. This is the first time I've done any sort of like lingerie kind of stuff. I'm going to show you guys some knives too. And let's just get going. Let's just get some stuff going. Yeah, well, I'm lucky, Mark. You know, I really am lucky. All right. So let me see what we got here. So we can screenshot and show you what we got, and we can go along. And I'm just going to talk about Mr. LaFour. Nice to see you. Here's the link if you'd like to jump in. The water is fine. So it looks like we have a shelf. So that's the thing about lister drafts. Oh, you want to see the Munich bag? Will you pay me $1,000 for the Munich bag? Because I have an offer in Malaysia of $1,000 and another one in Japan for $700. A guy here domestically offered me $300, but I basically told him to buzz off. Sure. Okay, that was very unprofessional. All right. We can turn this down a little bit. Okay. Considering what? So we have a little. I think this. The pictures are great, really. The Lister pictures are great. I'm gonna add. You know, it's a really. I guess it's a shawl. I would say like gray, white, black shawl, Virgin Oil USA. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if Kayla wants to like jump in here or whatever, but maybe you could just shout out what you think I should list this for. I mean, when I look at it, I really like the fabric that it's made of. The condition is really good. I don't buy clothing that has any sort of odor to it. So, dude, Kayla, what would you list this shawl for? Krillin wants to see my estate sale map. Yeah. Did you see the picture I posted on Instagram? It's like, did you use vintage? Oh, yeah. No, I didn't know that. I thought it. I don't like to use parts of words or collated words. Are you sure? I mean, I guess you're sure. So I'm going to do it for you. I don't know what era it's from, but if you see that paper, oh crap. If you see this paper tag, so it came out of a house that was mostly 50s, 60s, okay? So, you know, look at that. There's the hand stitching. You can see the hand stitching. The dry clean label is hand stitched on there. And yeah, let's enlarge it. So it was, okay. Thanks, Stephanie. I'm going to keep doing. If anybody wants to jump in, I would appreciate anybody's, even if you sit there muted, it gives me like, you know, it gives me moral support. If you're already there, I can't see because if I screen share and I try to look at what I'm looking at, I can't view the other screen. But so that's the label. I'm sure you could. There's all the date codes and stuff. Yeah. I would agree that it's in that 60s, 70s. It came from a house of 60s and 70s stuff. Like, what would you price that for? Because I just don't have really a ton of experience with this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to use my skills that I don't normally use. Like, I've always been more of an electronics guy and an oddities kind of guy. But I really love this, and it makes it so that free shipping is so affordable, and clothing it's so good. So let's do this. Like, what should I put as the buy it now price? Is $39.99 too low, Kayla? Do you think? Is that like way low? While you answer that question, I'm gonna start changing the next one. See, I really like the way this looks, even though there's. So yeah, the shawl. That's why I picked the shawl. Because I really think that, look at this T-shirt was signed by Rand. There's a delay on the chat versus the video, so if it seems like I'm a little bit late, it's because I am, and it's not under my control. 40 to 60 is pretty good. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do $39.99. I really think it's a really nice piece. Hopefully, I'm like picking the good stuff because that's what I like to do. I really don't like junk. And then, if you guys want later, I'll pull that. The bag is right here. It's actually sitting next to me. I don't even want to let it out of my sight. It's like almost half of my rent. Okay. So we got that listed. Cool. So we have a Randy Parks. I love these old crazy shirts. Like this one is like the Fluke. It's got like the Fluke. Fluke makes instruments for cars, and like, I mean, this is just this type of the stuff that like gives my store that personality that it has. This is This is made in Mexico, and I do like stuff that's made in the United States, but T-shirt signed by Randy Parks, Blaze, Fuel, Top, size XL. I would add Mac, because there's Mac tools on there. Mac tools, Fluke, okay. Signed by, signed. Okay, I'm going to take your PT jersey, T-shirt, signed Randy Parks, drag racing, Top Fuel. I don't know if that's that important. And size, like I hate the word size there. Like, don't ever put size in there. Drag racing, Fluke Mac Tools X. I have 11 characters left. So Randy Parks was like not a nice guy, I guess, and he was banned from racing. I have the word racing in there already. Should I add like hipster or neon? Because it's all neon. Oh, I could add neo. I think we're good. Looks like we lost somebody. Probably pretty boring. So if I'm pretty boring, you know, I'm sorry. I'm only exciting when I have somebody to make fun of. I think this shirt is like $34.99. Pretty comfortable with that. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Oh. Yeah, I like the brand to be in there. I think you're right. But I'm still gonna do it anyway. What do you guys think about this piece? I showed this on a previous video, but like, you know, Ocean Pacific is a brand that's been highly diluted by the market. But you can see a good way to tell if things are made in the United States is they often have this paper tag, this weird dot matrix printed paper tag. If you don't know about those, now you know. It was a symbol in El Salvador. That's weird to have that tag be a symbol in El Salvador. Who dat?
Hello.
Who is that?
Your worst nightmare.
Oh. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is my worst nightmare.
Paladin friend is not online.
I figured I'd hop in while I'm working.
How you doing, Kayla?
I'm good.
No, he has some hearing.
I hear somebody talking in the background.
Oh, that's
Yes,
my husband.
My one other one.
Is he raiding?
Yeah.
Raiding castles in the sky?
Something like that.
So you'll like this story, Kayla. So today I was Jacob and I went to a sale and we were like 7th and 8th on the list, which is pretty hard to get with this particular sale. I've been doing business with them.
He was kind of a friend of the guild.
So
yeah, normally we
all messed up and like there's just hundreds. There's over 100 people. There's just complete chaos, and somehow like she just starts letting people into the house, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this is not happening. Paisley's here. Hi, Paisley. This is not happening right now, and like 30 people go into the house before me, and I'm like, dude, I was just trying to figure out where I was in line. Like, by the time I tried to figure out where I was supposed to be in line, like 30 people had gone into the house. Like, I'm not the type of guy who will take. I mean, I believe in like taking the opportunities that you have, but I'm not. I don't think that cheating anybody or cheating any system is good for anybody in the long run. So I try to be like, I try to be ethical just because that's what I believe in. So I walk in finally like 40th, even though I was 8th, and the bag is just sitting there in the front room with the Munich side sitting there, and I just like my jaw dropped. It's like, oh my god, because I was kind of nervous, you know. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna get it, and like I
Oh.
knew, like
Oh,
I really take the pictures. I like blow them up, and I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I do. So I mean, being what I do, I really take it. I take it seriously, but I try to like have a level of joviality. But that's kind of hard when the person who's supposed to be organizing the estate sale can't even like put people in line. You know.
Yeah, there's sometimes a clusterfuck here too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They don't always abide by the list or
Oh,
like,
they have like a secret list.
they used to be really lax about it. Like you could come at like 4 o'clock in the morning and start your list, right? And then once the list was started and like posted on the door, you could go back to your car. You could do whatever you wanted. You could.
I think that going back to your car is okay as long as you can see if you can see the list, you're good.
Yeah. Well, they used to be fine with people leaving and coming back. I had never personally seen someone like steal or change a list, but then people started complaining that you had to stand at the door. And now most of the local estate sales have been kind of hard asses, and they want you not just like in the area, but actually at the door.
Oh yeah, and I actually think that's the best way to do it, really, because like you can't cheat that way.
Yeah, and I think it was mostly people that were like, how come this person gets to go and go home or whatever, and I had to stand in the line? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You see this shirt?
I love that shirt.
How much should I sell this shirt for?
I would say like $30 probably.
Oh, $9.99?
Yeah.
I love $9.99 for some reason. It's just like built into my psyche.
Well, and you do free shipping, so.
I'm getting into the slips here in a second. I've got them all. There's like some weird colors too. I just grabbed all of them because I didn't know. But when I like don't know, I just grab all of them.
That's one way to do it.
It's probably not the best way. Check out. See, all of this stuff came from the same sale.
Mm-hmm.
Check this one out.
Oh, I love that.
Dude, look at it.
Oh my God, that's super like early 60s, I would think.
Sad Sack is the character.
I love that.
I just bought it because it said Sad Sack.
No, that like vintage kitschy stuff is super good.
Cheap. Would you add any words or?
Oh my God, you can't leave all those empty characters. Like it needs to say vintage. Well, you have vintage.
Yeah.
It should. I would put like 60s.
Okay.
Kitsch. I would probably put kitsch on there.
I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to show you this stuff so bad.
You have chief twice on there, and I think you mean chef.
Yes. No, see. This comes from a drafter. Like I didn't. Make
Okay, I think that person means chef then.
Yeah. Well, they misspell a lot of things.
All right.
It's sad.
What else was on there? Like, is it like a barbecue?
Yeah, it was like a barbecue. Kitsch barbecue.
BBQ, I think. Well, no, you have enough characters. You might as well do it.
Let's look at the subject matter again. I mean, there is a cat. The cat's eating sausage.
The cat is the best part.
The cat's eating sausages. There's like a half-cooked chicken. The barbecue is on fire.
It actually gets better like every time you look at it. That pretty much sums it up. I mean, I usually try to stuff as many keywords in there as I can. Yeah, I'd put like humor or funny.
9:15.
Funny, humorous. All right.
Yeah, I hate having more than like 3 or 4 like empty spaces.
What would you sell this for?
Like $50. I'd started at like $50.
Cool. I'm gonna go fixed price. Get bill canceled. I'm gonna go slightly lower than that. I'm gonna go $45.99. Just because it's It's my show.
That works.
Sad sack.
Host of our group.
That's amazing. Really, really awesome. Oh, here we go.
Our titles are glorious.
Probably the least
UPS Guild Run Heroic Fresh
Hill
915.
Row, cream colored slip. Hill Row.
Never heard of that
look
particular
at all
brand before.
You picked out the ones that I thought were like pretty.
It's nice though. It looks like it's nice quality.
And where did
The quality of these
934
excellent,
Drew?
all of them. Can't really see what's going on over here. What does that say?
They're a group of 3. With a
Gosh,
geared out hero.
You want to know if it's nylon.
941
That's something they look for.
100% nylon and
Yeah. So that's good. So definitely put 100% nylon Antron in the listing.
100%.
hmm
Well, they're cute as a group, so it's an invite them all or nothing.
And 32 is like a small
Nylon. What was it? What was it? Altron.
Antron,
933
ANTRON.
Oh, it's a tank. You don't need a tank.
Antron size 32 small.
Yeah.
Okay. Vintage, Hill Row, 100% nylon, cream white.
We're good.
Anything else that should be in there? Yep,
I'd probably put 60s on there.
definitely 60s, brah.
Group is do this.
Sweet. I have 15 characters left. What about sexy?
Some people put like pinup. Pinup would not be a bad keyword.
Sexy pinup.
I just sent her up.
All right.
Do we want personal?
Thanks for your help. What do you think? What did you like off the top of
It's
your head without looking up comps? What would you sell that for?
That one is a pretty like basic one, so I'd probably say like 25 to 30.
Okay, we'll go $24.99. Death Piles. Death Piles is here. Let's see if I can get him in here so I don't have to mute him. $24.99. You think that's good?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. There are some weirder ones and some odd colors, definitely.
Yeah, colored ones typically do better.
There's some orange one. There's like at least one orange one.
Like pastels do pretty well.
So like this one. This is Vassar Hollywood Vassar.
Oh, that's pretty.
No way.
She didn't take pictures of the tag.
Oh, yeah. Heroics and
Have a
apples.
tag.
It has to have a tag or she wouldn't know what the brand was.
Exactly. That's gonna piss me off. Okay. Well, I guess we could keep moving. Fix that one later. Von Ralt. This one's pink. Vintage Von Ralte.
Oh, that's pretty.
And
Von Ralt. All nylon. Made in USA, obviously.
Yeah, so like
Got some
pastel, pink.
on it though, huh?
Is that discoloration or
I can't really tell.
just from the photo?
It appears to be discoloration. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some slight discoloration. One or two of these.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I generally look for that kind of thing, but I might have just. This was a.
alright, this time we're two knots. The Garrus Heroic.
No, it's not discoloration. It's the light. Look, you can see.
Oh, okay. I can see it there too. Yeah.
And it's not across the bottom, so. Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
All right, let's look at the tag again. God, I have no. It's weird for me to be doing something I have no idea what I'm doing. No,
That one I'd price a little bit higher just because it's a color.
Vintage Van Rawl small pink slip with pink lace. USA sexy.
Yeah, I just copy, most of the other title and just change like the name and the size and color.
I'm just curious about. I mean, mostly I'm curious about pricing. Because I've never.
Box says he's
I've
good.
probably sold 5 women's garments in my entire life. Real talk. So you would say like $29.99?
Yeah.
That's what I thought the average price of these kind of was before I started buying them. What's up, 19th Vintage? I'm doing something you probably think is boring. I am pricing slips with Kayla. Oh, here's an orange one. It's a Kaiser. Woo!
Ooh, that's like peach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Oh, I like that.
What's that? 1985.
Yeah, it's definitely not from the 80s.
No, yeah, I mean, it doesn't appear that way to me. I don't know. Maybe she just grabbed listings and like she wouldn't not take pictures of a tag. Like she knows to do that, so she just grabbed something that was similar, you know. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do there.
Yeah, you need the tag pictures.
There are no tags in. If she didn't take pictures of tags, there aren't any.
There's no way.
All right.
How is? I mean, I don't know how she'd be guessing the brands.
She would just take a comp, like she would take a comparable and look at it, you know.
You don't have the slips with you, or you do?
I do. Do you want me to go grab it?
I would check.
All right, I'm gonna check. I don't want to walk away though. I'll do it in a minute. Let's see what we do have. I will do it in a second. See, like she took the pictures of the tags when they were there, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems odd.
This is the next one. We'll go back and look at those after.
That's nice. That lace detail is really nice. I'd price that one a little bit higher than the first one also.
What is a little bit higher? Because this, I mean, somebody could wear this as like a dress. This thing is sexy.
I guess.
No.
I do like 35.
All right.
But you like 39, so you take best offers, right?
Yup.
Yeah, so I'd say 39 and be prepared to take in the 30 range.
Okay.
I usually go a little high with some of these because, you know, there are cross-dressers who like them. And every once in a while, you'll find one that just happens to strike someone and they pay more for it. And then sometimes you find someone that doesn't want to pay as much and be willing to take an offer.
Are you saying cross-dressers like
Vintage nylon lingerie.
So weird.
Yes.
All right, so this is small. Okay. Crazy. Mighty Mushroom is racing lingerie with the help
First worldwide problem.
of Hazel Heart. And again, I appreciate it.
It's a wacky world.
It's a wacky world. Like, we had that conversation about all the vintage shit, and then I walked in there and I was like, I'm just going to do something that somebody else thinks is cool, you know? Like, I mean, maybe you don't even think this is cool, but
No, I do.
it's cooler than I don't even know.
That's like a 20, 25.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's nice. It's just nothing like
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see. Oh, there we go. Got a tag. It looks like it was a lot of this brand.
I'll say
Barazan.
Barbizon.
Barbizon, yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that's a very famous. What the fuck is Tefreda?
Maybe that was like the. I don't know. Let's see that. Barbizon Ariel Vintage Gloves. Sexy. Okay. White slip
Feels bad, man.
Nylon.
thingy.
Nylon.
When do we last? Oh,
Do you think I should keep dress thingy in there just for fun?
Yeah, I do. I think you should.
And you think it's like the ASP is like around $19.99?
Yeah, probably.
oh
I
God.
mean, I paid like very, very little for these, so it's okay.
There's probably a couple that you'll make more on, and then there's a few that
Oh, I
you
did
won't
the,
make as much.
Yeah, I do that, so that's why I just bought all of them. See, this must not have a tag. It's like she didn't take pictures of tags.
The hem on that one is really nice.
Yeah, but I can't see a tag, so I can't. Just
Yeah. You can also use terms like bridal.
Run.
That's another thing you can add if you're like running low on keywords.
Bride. Bridian. Oh, this one is Aristocrat by Superior. Which did not include, which is annoying. Superior Aristocrat Nylon Pinup Monkey. Just add the word monkey. Slip.
Not only that, but you're going to spell monkey wrong.
I didn't say I could spell. I didn't say I could spiel. I never said I could spiel. Vintage Aristocrat Superior Nylon USA 50s, 60s pinup slip cream lace. I don't know. Shit. Just agitated that she pictures of it. Oh, that one has a crazy bottom to it, right? Little crazy bottom.
Yeah, it looks like it's chiffon, like a chiffon bottom.
Ooh, I bet I can add the word chiffon. Not bottom, though.
Fancy.
Woo, I can add that. Oh, no!
If you changed vintage to VTG. See? Always thinking.
So fancy. I can't spell right now. Ah, God. This is how bad I am. You can be a professional in this and just be way, way worse than me, even probably too. So, that's a lie. I'm just feigning idiocy for your entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you sell that one for, Kayla?
I'd probably price that a little bit higher. It looks more like late 50s than 60s to me, so I'd probably do like $49.99 and just see what happens. That chiffon bottom, I think, adds a little bit of.
How many of these do you think you like sell per month or year, or is there like?
I buy them whenever I find them. Some of them I sell crazy quick, but I easily sell a handful a month.
Okay. I mean, I could fit one of these in my hand.
Especially when I can
Those
find
can be
them for
good
like
for you.
$1, $2, $3. I will buy them no matter what and just price them at
these
20
were all-
bucks.
These were
And
all.
it's like a real easy flip.
These were all like $2.
We have company.
Who?
Ooh.
You're not muted.
What?
Not?
You can talk.
I just talked.
Oh, I can hear you now.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
jealous of what's going on in the background behind you there, Hazel.
It's gaming night.
Yeah.
I'm just screen sharing here. Ooh, orange. Ooh, orange. Ooh, pink. All the cool ones. She didn't take pictures of the damn tags.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's no picture or no tag, but I don't know.
Let's get bloody murder on this. Are you checking this out? This knife, the blade of this knife is 1 foot long.
What?
Oh, wow.
And dude, this cross section is like close to 3 inches. I mean, you could cut a cow in half with this knife. Or, somebody else. Something else. Dexter knives, like modern Dexter knives, aren't worth anything, but the quality of the steel, look at that. Look at that. See that? That knife is that blade is a foot long. This wouldn't be a good Halloween prop because it's sharp. It's exceptionally sharp. It's one of the
Can we
sharpest
grab the girls here?
I've ever experienced. Kevin, are you there?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? How are you doing?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
I can't see you because I'm screen sharing right now, but
Drag her away.
I'm gonna finish a couple of these the rest of these drafts, and then we'll come back and
Yeah.
hang for a second. I'm sure you found something amazing this week that you're gonna show us, right?
Yeah, no. Not yet.
No?
I didn't go out today. It rained today, so.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
It's
are
like
correct.
rain is worth more than money. Avoiding rain is worth more than money.
I apologize.
All it does is rain here. You have no sympathy from us.
Yeah, none, zero. Do you see how beautiful this blade is? It's not
Do
rough.
you know if I'm much? Not that.
I think we have different
Really.
opinions on beauty.
Oh my god, are you serious? This thing's a work of art. Look at that.
Definitely used in a murder.
I like it. Looks cool. Does it have like any stamps or maker's marks or anything?
Yeah, it's right there. You're looking at it.
Oh, Dexter. That's cool.
Isn't that it, like the murderer, Dexter?
That's awesome. Like little keyword there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So for some reason they put it in the handle and not the blade. So as the handles wear down on these things, the quality. This is like when I say it's the beauty of the steel. So those dots you're seeing, like if you're looking at this image, those are actually those are folded, like a folded steel. So they use like beads or BBs or whatever, and they smack it into this shape, you know. So those spots you're seeing are actually part of the steel. They're not like later stains. It's the Damascus steel that they use. Damascus style steel.
Huh.
So that's what I'm talking. You can see it. See how it's kind of across the blade in this picture.
Right. Yeah, I've seen Damascus type stuff. It's used.
Yeah, I mean this isn't Damascus because it's more like it's made of like multiple pellets. These pellets are like forged into a brick and then beaten with a mechanical hammer, most likely. I don't think this was hand forged, but I mean it really could have been. The quality of this knife is insane. You could shave a beaver with this knife.
What would you date that knife at?
Late 1940s.
Why do I hear you typing constantly?
I like the patina on the little like rivet.
Yeah, you can see that they're bronze rivets, so that the moisture in
I need to go up.
the wood creates that
Yeah, it's cool.
oxidation. Yeah, really, really cool. This is a beautiful and functional piece. It does need. I mean, you could clean it up a little bit, but I think if you're really into the type of knife, I'm gonna ask $69.99 for this knife, and I think that's
I'm good. Oh, are you? Oh, yep.
exceptional value.
Kapas.
Kevin, if I were you, I would buy this knife
Right now.
right now for $69.99.
I'll give you a best offer, $10.
$10. Not a
Plus my
chance.
soul.
Much for interrupts.
Not a chance in hell.
But I give you my soul too, though. So,
Your soul is basically worthless to me. Almost. So if anybody, do you know about the Gerber company, Kevin?
baby food? Oh, you're talking Gerber knives. I know Gerber knives, yeah.
Gerber knives.
I need to come out.
For a very short period of time, they made what was called Gerber Kitchen Proof. And you can find it here in Portland. It was mostly sold at like their little regional stores, I think. But they're peculiar because they have the cast zinc. The handle is cast zinc or a cast zinc alloy.
Coming out.
Just as heavy as any other alloy. It's just not as durable. I don't know why they use cast zinc, but you can kind of see it. And the blades are murder quality blades. I mean, these things. You got the laser engraving.
That's awesome, yeah. I know Gerber. I know that a lot of like knife brands have like devalued their product.
Absolutely. So look, do you see where this is made?
USA, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, always buy things that are made in the United States if you can.
Right.
The quality is just so far above the current. I mean, planned obsolescence wasn't part of what they did, you know. So you don't get that. They made quality products that should or at least could last, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's like nowadays you see like those Henkels.
Yeah.
Pronounce that. But they're like
went down the tube.
China, Target and Walmart and all these, they've cheapened their brands so much, but they used to be like top quality or like.
Look at Columbia. Columbia Sporting Goods used to be the best quality products in the world. Now it's all made in, it's all garbage. I mean, no matter where it was made, it's trash.
That's why that vintage.
That vintage. You gotta get that vintage.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get that vintage because you don't go out in the rain.
It's like Friday.
If I didn't go out in the rain, I would just die. So here's another Balance. Another Balance Plus. These are, if you find these anywhere and you need knives for your kitchen, they're an exceptional value because you can basically get them for free. And they're some of the best knives ever made for your kitchen, and just nobody knows about them. Gerber Balance Plus or Gerber Kitchen Proof. The kitchen proof stuff has these weird names like Snee Snick and Wickle Blackbird. They have these really weird names. I'll show you. If you think I'm making up Snee Snick, I'm not. I'm actually not. Hold on.
You guys interrupt?
What? If you think I'm full of shit, what?
I mean, I think you're full of shit for other
Yeah,
reasons.
but so it's pangs of guilt.
So, damn it, I am full of shit. Okay, wait. Perfect. Nice. Okay, this one's called a. Oh, you don't even know. It's not silver, antique silver. I mean, people don't even know how to sell knives. But I'll just use the keyword silver. The French is the most common one. They have these really weird names. And no one's showing the names. Balmung. There you go. Balmung. Katana. The name is on the underside of the blade. That's another. There's a Durandal, the Balmung. There's another Kurtana. They go for good money then. Snicker-snee, excuse me. What did I say? Snicker?
Snickersnee.
This is a group of the Miming, the Pixie, and the
It can come out whenever it's in. Just call for it.
You're getting that, right?
Yeah, this is stuff I want.
Oh.
Showing me this? I want this stuff because I like Gerber, but I didn't know they made the kitchen knives back.
Oh, yeah. They make amazing. Oh, yeah. So this is their 10-inch slicer. Let's see if she put those words in the drafts. I'm having drafter battles right now. It's hard to manage people who aren't like working directly in your presence. But also you don't have to deal with that aspect of it either. If they don't do well, they just don't get paid well.
Yeah, it's so much better when you can like look over someone's shoulder all the time. Just
Yeah,
kinda-
that really makes me happy. I really want to dedicate my life to looking over people's shoulders. I want to be yeah, that's what I want to be.
you know that micromanagement? It's a great.
Micromanagement. Woo!
Okay.
So, Kevin, do you know about Victorinox knives? Like
Yeah.
that aren't
Go ahead.
that are not Swiss Army.
Do they make like kitchen knives as well? 'Cause
Yeah. So these, let's see if we can get it better. RH Forstner. You'll see RH Forstner. These are old models of knives that were designed by RH Forstner and are made by Victorinox now.
That's awesome.
So you can see that these are part of a set. This is a Forstner knife, Forstner design knife, but these are just accessories.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye out.
These are made in Switzerland, and if you don't know about them, they're not. I mean, you're not going to become a millionaire selling them, but they're very high quality. And if you're dedicated to like selling high quality products that demand a higher price, this is definitely something you should put in your tool belt. And, I mean, I love knives. My personal knife collection eclipses, 150.
150 knives.
Yeah. Yeah, I could show you some of my personal collection.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a Gerber. I
Boss?
call it the murder knife. Because like I don't see any other purpose that you would use it for besides murdering somebody.
I want to see it.
Well, let me price these because I have to get some work done. Trying to share with the world to get some work done.
Not pressuring you, you know. Take your time.
Stop pressuring me, man. Stop
Yeah, the only like the one thing that I always pick up is like the Cutco knives.
Yeah, but those are hard to find, man.
Really? Like I don't see any of the stuff that you've shown. I see Cutco. Quite
Maybe you're
often.
just in Cutco land.
Maybe.
Internal. It looks like there's a problem with this listing.
No, is it?
Internal error to the application. What? I love you.
You done fucked up now.
Does not apply. Model number. Poop. I love to add to eBay's structured data in a positive way.
So Kayla,
Structured data.
Thank you.
back on like those slips and stuff that you were helping them price. Like, is there anything special about like the quality, or like is there something that they're getting with the vintage that they're not going to get with something that's more modern?
First of all, it's 100% nylon usually. Stuff today is going to be polyester or some kind of blend. Sometimes it'll have nylon in it, but finding them 100% nylon is not as common. The detail on them, not the same. They're usually made in the USA, and now that's not as common either. There's also the nostalgia, aspect of it. Without getting too into the fetish aspect of it,
That's what we want.
people may have certain memories of people wearing certain garments and have a affinity towards that. Also, just Hollywood starlets in the 50s and 60s, Marilyn Monroe and the like, would be seen wearing things like that. So there's a bit of an appeal in that regard.
Okay. So
But
like,
the quality's nicer.
100% nylon doesn't happen anymore. Is there like a?
I mean, it does.
Oh, it does.
But it's not exactly this. I still don't think it's exactly the same quality-wise, unless you're paying up for like a really nice brand. I can't say with 100% certainty, but I'm pretty sure if you were to buy a slip from, say, JCPenney's, like even if you could find one that was nylon, the quality is still not going to match a vintage one.
And like polyester's even dead, right? Like what do they use now? Like what's the difference between like rayon and polyester?
Ugh, I mean, I don't exactly know. Rayon is actually not a terrible fabric. I see a lot of really nice, well-made garments that are made with rayon. Rayon was also really big in the 40s and 50s. It was like,
I mean, what else
a
did
new
they use?
fancy thing.
Nylon. Nylon is what I think of as like fishing line or something.
nylon had a heyday, and it does feel pretty nice. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, is the feel of the garment. It feels very silky.
It feels very silky. Okay. I mean, they that's why I bought them, because they had this. They felt like very, very
Well, when we
thick
pull
silk,
those-
and they had
Mhm.
a quality level that, I mean, I don't feel a lot of that kind of stuff, but I was like, of the clothing that I've gone through in my days, like, since I usually like skip the ladies' closet because, let the other people, I wasn't interested in it, but I mean, now that I'm getting into more like vintage clothing and stuff, I want to understand what people want, because I want to be able to walk into any place and be like, okay, I know about that, and that. Let's get all that.
Knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is ballage.
Especially in this arena, it's definitely important.
I mean,
I'm going to
knowledge-
show you these
if you
horrible.
think knowledge is everything in any industry. It is. It's knowledge.
Obviously, it isn't for you to get here.
I want to show you guys these horrible 90s shoes that I found. And by horrible, I mean
Wait.
they're amazing.
I'm gonna do this one last listing and then screen share. Hold on.
Oh, well, then I'll wait.
Yeah, Wait 1 second.
I'll wait until you're done.
Yeah.
Like this is your show or something.
His show. Come on.
I mean, I'm
Gosh.
the least interesting part of it. Gino Paoli. All right. Get rid of you.
There you go.
Gino Paoli. Even I haven't heard of that.
You're a Paoli. Okay.
Peyote. Peyote. That's what you're saying.
What's up, bruh? You got your hat it up?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of like
You got
the dress code or something like that. Gotta wear some
my favorite hat lately.
I don't have any hats.
The Team Nike. Oh,
dress code.
I have one.
I'm underdressed.
It's all like off center and stuff.
Okay, now you can look at my ugly 90s shoes.
Please.
So they still have their original Nordstrom tags on the bottom, which you can't really see, but so they're like brand new.
Okay.
They have this like patchwork.
Ooh,
sort
it's one
of-
underground. That's good.
Yeah, but like look at this heel.
But you like that.
This is so like clueless.
Yeah,
90s.
like Alicia Silverstone's
That round toe. Ooh.
Yeah. Like the fashion terms you're referring to are unbeknownst to me because I have no idea about anything. Look at the hat I'm wearing.
Cheers.
Fashion guru.
Chipperoo.
I have a fashion. I just as long as I know enough to make money, I'm good.
Trend.
But I think these shoes are worth like $80. So
Wow. What did they cost?
I think I paid like $6 for them.
Yeah, that's good. I just sent those Rag and Bone. So I posted a pair of like Rag and Bones on Instagram, and they were like $14, but they're new. I mean, there's even markings on the bottom, and like new with box is like $400. Like, what in the heck? Like, what is this? What is this Rag and Bone?
I've sold like new with tagged Rag and Bone jeans for like $85.
Yeah,
I've never sold their shoes before. I just
$400 for a pair of canvas shoes.
No, the rest we just standing.
I don't get it.
I mean, somebody must get it. I don't
The
know.
way that heel like tapers out, is that like significant, or is that how like it kind of comes out
I'm
of
everyone
like
talents.
spoidle or something like that?
Like I don't know. I don't know what you'd call that.
Or is that just like a common?
I just call it like a chunky heel. That's all.
Okay.
I don't know if it has a different name.
So how did you date it though? Like how did you?
I was 14, 15, 16 in the 90s. I wore those shoes basically. And if I didn't wear them, I really wanted to wear them. So
it's like us with like Caballero.
yeah.
I'm convinced Dave.
Okay, everyone take a moment. Look at the Nike bag. Everyone appreciate the Nike bag.
Gorgeous.
Ooh.
72. Is that like a remake, or is that like actually from 72? I guess it looks like it's vintage.
You're joking with me right now, right? I hope you're trolling me.
I was seeing stuff like flash in and out, so that's amazing. Munchin.
Perfect.
Got aging on the inside, yeah.
You can see the off-gassing of the vinyl on the inside. Just smells like vinyl vapors.
How much you get that for?
Start a band called Vinyl Vapors. Kevin, so you didn't go out today? Did you go out yesterday? Did you find anything? Did you do anything today? Did you list anything on eBay today?
Have you listed anything on eBay this week?
No.
Ooh, like I was polite.
Why am I getting roasted always?
I think we're trying to motivate you.
Yeah, we are. Well, you always look like you're stoned, so we were worried about you.
It's the angle of this little camera.
It's the angle. The light is refracting off of my eyes in a fashion red.
Like when I was in high school, everybody was like, You have the biggest eyes. But then I rewatched this video and I look like Squinty. I don't know why.
And then when you look at the camera, your eyes are like bloodshot.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, I'm naturally.
Because I'm looking down here, and the camera's up there. I don't know.
Why are you blaming? See, he just diverted us from the whole conversation of us asking him if he actually listed anything on eBay this week.
I noticed.
I did. I listed stuff. I'm working through my death pile of jackets. That's what
You have a death pile of jackets?
yeah, I have like a ton of coats and stuff. Getting them.
Didn't you list those like a month ago?
Because I'm not you. You're amazing. I'm just lowly death piles. So, you know.
I'm nothing. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
I know. Do you do any? Is this your only profession? Did I ask you that already?
No. Yeah, it's not my only profession job.
What's your other profession? We don't even know death piles. Let's get to know death piles.
Male stripper.
I'm a graphic designer, so.
Just like the other death piles? Are you trolling me right now?
Oh, it's true.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
My wife is a very established and talented graphic designer.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's done some really, really cool shit all over the world.
it's amazing.
But I don't know. I gave her the concept for my logo, which I think is like my greatest idea ever. Well, every idea that I ever had is like my best idea ever, but she like made it into life in like 15 seconds. That's how basic I am.
I still don't get the mighty mushroom.
What is there to get?
What's the story behind that, or how does it relate to this particular niche? Niche?
What niche?
I don't know. Reselling.
So you're considering reselling in itself as a niche?
It's robust.
I think that it's a niche. Like it's a business niche, certainly. So I'm a botanist by trade or by training and by curiosity. So like I started hunting for mushrooms and trying to figure out what they were when I was like really young, like 9 or 10, because no one knew what they were. They were so like people knew what plants were, but people didn't know what the mushrooms were. So I was like, I want to find out what they are because it seems like very misunderstood. So then I just started going out and like reading books, learning about mushrooms, going out and finding them, and like, went to college and did all that shit. Did like good work in botany and mycology and different books.
Nothing's changed. Different doors.
And I think that this. So what mushrooms basically do, or what fungi basically do, is they take detritus and they turn it into something, be it edible or toxic. You know, it could be either one, or benign. But in the end, you know, they convert an available biomass to something else, be it spores or edible beauty. I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted a name that didn't have something to do with like reselling, because I think like you have to kind of go beyond that whole thing, especially if you're going to be involved in social media and stuff like that. So it's alliteration, you know, and it's like Mighty Mushroom.
It's awesome, man. I like it. Yeah, it's a little bit
that you can remember that can be relevant across, you know, multiple thought platforms or selling platforms or anything else.
That's cool. I like it. Yeah.
It also makes people think that I'm probably like a hippie or some shit like that, but I'm just a general free thinker.
Yeah, that's kind of the same reason why I picked death piles as well, is because I don't know, like within the community it means something, but on the outside,
it sounds edgy from the outside.
Yeah, it sounds like edgy, or it could be like a punk band, or I don't know.
A punk band.
Yeah, don't you think? Hard rock. I don't know.
It could be anything, but somebody else that I found because of you is now like a regular on this show. It's hilarious.
So now you just need to find someone else that creates a channel that says Mighty Mushroom Thrift. You know. Yeah, well.
I didn't know because like I have multiple brandings and the branding was different between the two. But I was like, maybe he had like previously higher. Like you're not on Instagram, so that's your fault. It's not mine.
It's all good. That guy's cool. I like Elliot.
So do you go to work every day, Kevin, or no?
No, I work from home. Yeah.
So are you a freelancer or do you like have your own business?
I'm a freelancer. Yeah.
So you work for other people's businesses?
Yes.
Cool. So give me an idea of like what that entails. I'm just curious.
Give an idea of what?
Like what that entails. Like what is your job outside of? Because see, I don't. For me, reselling isn't a job. It's a lifestyle, and it's like my life. Like it's part of everything I do at this point because I'm building something that has to do with that genre. You know, it's like I couldn't. It would be hard for me to split that with something else right now because I'm so focused in figuring out how like it all works and it all changes and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really consider it like a job per se because for me it's not. Like when my kid goes to sleep and there's work to be done, I go downstairs and I do it. You know, it's weird. So I'm moving. Also with that, like I'm moving my business out of my house in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. I got a deal accepted in a location outside of my home. It's hard. It's hard to separate the two, but I feel like I have to.
So yeah, I mean, like actually recently, I haven't really been picking up much work, but before, because I've been trying to turn this into like more of a full-time job. So
yeah,
I don't know. But before,
but what if you viewed it from a perspective of just like getting really good at it and it's not a job?
No, yeah. More of a lifestyle. Yeah, like as part of like my lifestyle is that I try to keep my costs really low.
Yeah. Like I'm fruit. Like if my daughter needs something, I don't care. Here's my credit card. Take it, use it, do what you have to do. I'll trust that. Like with my wife is like, you'll do what's best. But like in the same regard, like I buy used shoes.
Right. All my clothes.
Hat costs 50 cents.
Right.
But it's not because I'm cheap in that way. Like I just don't need it. Like I've had this is a Caleb's Cola shirt that somebody gave me free at a street fair. But I mean, I have 295 shirts in my basement that are all amazing. You know, I just don't want them. It's just not what I do. It's not my personality.
Yeah, recently I've been like trying to transition into like doing merch designs because
yeah, you're a graphic designer, right?
Passive income, so I'm just like tiered up to like 25 designs.
Oh, cool!
A little thing.
It kicked me out because I didn't put up any designs.
Really? Oh, so you got in early, which I wish I'd gotten in like that early.
Well, I didn't. Oh, I found a tag. No, that's not a tag. Damn it. I'm doing some drafts. Why? I'm just curious why you'd want to transition out of your current thing to do this. Do you think like the economy is just really good for what we do right now?
No, just I was able to make more money reselling part-time. So
then why do you keep doing the other thing?
Because I enjoy it. But see, at the same time, that's why I'm transitioning into the merch stuff because it still gives me that like design outlet.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to actually work for someone other than Amazon. But it's still just like
you got to tier up and tier up and tier up though.
Yeah, it's going to take time.
Yeah.
I just could make more money reselling. So I did that.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Do that.
I've never had the potential to make more with anything that I've ever done than this. Just not even close.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it takes you like I don't know. I'm on in the same.
I just
aspire
don't
to
know
live, like,
anything where you take a $3,000 profit and turn it into like $200,000 of cash flow in like a year.
Right.
I mean, it's really possible. The possibilities are huge, but I mean, the thing I think that like there's this broad scale thing right now with you know, there's a lot of people talking about this or talking about that on the internet, and they're not talking about you got to realize that it's not free. Like that $40 that you wanted to spend on the movie, like it's in inventory now. And later you're gonna have 400, but you gotta wait for it. And I don't know if people are programmed to wait.
Yeah.
You know?
She's so quirky, guys. So quirky.
It's hilarious.
Have you listened to like Scavenger Life?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they say resellers are the saltiest ones, right? And that dude just seems too salty to me.
I'm not a fan. But
Really?
well, let me change that. I think they're fine. I don't have any problem with them.
Yeah. I
really don't like their business model.
Yeah, yeah. It's just it doesn't align with. I mean, it aligns with what I do. It just doesn't align with how I do it. I guess.
I mean, they have things. I've listened to their podcast more than a handful of times, and they talk about having things that they've had for like 12 years.
Yeah, never with me.
And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like, why? And then they're like, yeah, we just sold this for $24 and we've had it since 2004. And I'm like, if you really want to break it down, like, you didn't make anything on that item. Like, if you want to talk about, you know,
just like,
listing fees and the fact that you had to store it in your house and it was taking up space that something else could have taken it,
he does get his hands on
Explain it.
stuff. But I mean, I really believe in having reasonable pricing.
Oh, their pricing is interesting.
Well, I had the same.
All of our pricing is interesting.
I mean, I just randomly priced
God,
the
man.
it should be priced.
Yeah, but there's a difference between using, I think, your brain and being like, okay, I think this, you know, similar items have sold for X price, and then being like $4 million.
Right. But
Because there's no other ones, I'm gonna price this one at $1 billion. Like, that's not. And maybe it'll sell in 426 years. Like, I don't want to play that game. I'd rather sell it tomorrow for $39.99. But I don't know.
Me too.
I understand their method though, because if there's no comps and you're not competing with anyone and you have best offer,
Always competing.
But there's always comps.
no, there's not necessarily all.
Well, nobody's looking for it then, or it's just impossible to find. There should always be some.
Well, they find this like one of a kind artwork, right? But it's not good artwork. It's like grandma painted that at the wine painting and in 1989, and they're like $650 because there's no comps.
I've never.
Yes.
They put it up for around like $300. And
$300.
I don't want to comment on. I don't want to start a comment war or anything.
But
Well, like I said, I think they're fine people, and I love what they're doing with their rental houses.
Fine with how they do it, but
It's just a totally different.
Yeah, it's a totally different like genre that
I just don't get
do. You know, like I
All
want.
I'll reel it back to like why I brought them up.
Okay, let's
So
go.
basically, I was working like a full-time graphic design job, right? And then the whole time I was listening to the Scavenger Life, and I listened to them like from like front to back. So that was quite a lot of like.
Are those the? Wait, I'm totally confused. They're the ones in Alabama, right?
I don't know. They're somewhere on the East Coast, or I don't know.
I think it's Alabama or
It's a couple, right?
yes.
Yeah.
But you'll see videos where they're like driving like an hour to get
Yes.
something. Right?
Yes.
We're in like somewhere really rural.
It's
They're
almost
more of like a podcast. They don't
Yeah.
really have videos.
They post videos on their YouTube channel.
Oh, do they? I haven't
Yeah.
really seen videos.
Maybe we're talking about completely different.
No, I know you're right. That is who it is. They do
There's
post
also
videos
the
on their
Alabama
YouTube.
Pickers, which you might be thinking of.
I don't think these are the Alabama Pickers. I think it's
No, I've seen the video. They do. They drive to their rental property, which is like an hour away or something, to pick up product to ship.
They've bought 3 houses with their eBay business. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Anyways,
we live in an
I'm
area
real
where
back
houses
here.
cost $40,000. So
Anyways, I listened to them, and so like they kind of inspired me to like do the full-time reselling career, and that like some of their influences are still stuck. Like I do like their list it and forget
you
it.
can't get stuck in a mind state that stops your business from growing.
I don't think it does though. I think that they have a lot of valid points. So
Cool. I'm not talking about them. I'm just saying people in general.
right.
Just
I'm
everyone.
saying show hosty kind of stuff, you know.
I think everyone. That's all. I just hate everyone. That's all.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You hate most
Just most people.
Yeah. If you hated me, you wouldn't be here.
Well,
I feel fortunate.
No, it's just a slow sabotage. That's all.
I don't care.
Playing the long con.
That's your goal. Let's do it now.
There's no satisfaction that way.
Ah,
Do you know who the celebrity of this channel is?
huh?
Kayla. You guys like? Don't you have like
Actually-
2,000 subscribers?
Kayla might be like recognized if she walked down the street. I wouldn't.
I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, no, I
Yeah.
do. I mean, not like down the street, but at thrift stores.
People think I'm like other famous people all the time. They're like, "Hey, are you that guy from that place?
From that what?
The guy from that place?" Somebody asked me if I was Quentin Tarantino.
I just realized.
He's my doppelganger.
Quentin Tarantino?
People only recognize me because of the hair. That's the only reason.
Too late. I did.
And it makes it really hard to
Your
just
husband is like raiding castles in the background while you're walking around.
I went to this
Oh God.
baby sale last week. Well,
Like, how many
This-
babies did you buy?
they were selling babies.
Oh,
It was like a baby clothing sale. And I think like 4 people were like, "You're Hazel Hearts vintage."
Wow.
Like, yeah,
famous.
just trying to make some money here. They're like, "What did you find?" Like, fuck off. No.
You haven't been making videos recently, huh? Or for like a year.
Who?
No, I haven't made many YouTube videos anymore. I just don't have time for it. People want to see haul videos. That's what people want. And
That's why I don't do haul videos.
I had time to either actually list the items or I have time to show people the items. And
Like right now, I'm listing, and I think that's the best thing to like show
Yeah.
you how to get value, understanding why I picked this item and why it's going to sell. You know?
well, and you don't start making money on YouTube until you have like thousands of subscribers.
Oh, I'm sure. Like,
So it wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah.
If you do have a lot of subscribers, then it's worth it to do a haul video because you're making money.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is then it's like, okay,
Oh,
I'm making some money, so it's
I
okay
just wanna
that I'm
share
not
something
listing.
with you guys, something really, really
Dreams.
bothersome. It's what could be shocking. My neighbors are, I believe, that they use like some controlled substances.
In Portland? No.
Wait.
And they're vacuuming right now. I'm not joking. Do you hear that?
So not pot then.
Drop off your eats.
Not pot.
That's what I thought you were referring to.
The not pot. Yeah, no. If they use pot, it would be great because they wouldn't be such psychopaths. They've been living here for like 12 years, and they vacuum at 11 o'clock at night.
That's crazy.
I don't even know if it's a vacuum. It could be like a people grinder. Oh, Kayla, I'm gonna screen share for you on this one because you saw this item and I picked it up. So let's do this. No, they're really weird. They're extremely impolite. They have very odd hours. They never come out during the day, and they stay up all night.
They're vampires.
And they're so discordial.
They're definitely vampires.
I mean, they do come out during the day sometimes, but very rarely. And there's 3 of them. They're very beautiful. I mean, they're
Totally.
all of them. And I've actually told them that I think that they're just.
All right. So this is.
My screen sharing.
From this box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
You see it?
Is it like felted wool?
Yep.
Is it handmade?
Hibiscus?
Kind of looks like hibiscus.
Yeah. Hard to tell whether it's handmade. It really
Does
is.
it have a solid bottom? Is that like vinyl?
Yeah, it has a solid bottom. It's vinyl. You can see there's a solid bottom there.
I mean, I'd say that's an easy $30 to $40. It's very Hawaiian, mid-century modern.
But it was a
I think
factor.
that's vintage.
Oh yeah, aqua.
It's the real colorway too. Like,
Yeah,
you know, this
definitely use the word the term aqua
This
because
is
that
dark
color
is
is.
and I don't know why it's dark, but it is really more in this aqua region, like that.
So what gives it away to you that it's like vintage?
I mean, sometimes it's just a look. Like
Yeah,
it's
You
just
can
the
tell
look.
old.
I have a very large collection of vintage magazines, especially like women's magazines, style and homemaking, and so you just kind of get a feel eventually for what is from what era.
Right. But they like make remakes of stuff nowadays, so
They
Yeah, but
do, but they usually look a lot
I'm
cleaner.
not getting it from a thrift shop, dude. I'm getting it from the house that was built in the 40s, that people lived in the 50s and 60s, and then
I'm asking Hazel.
Yeah, so
Hazel.
some on meals.
You know, it's like-
They're pretty good.
Even if I did get it from a thrift shop, I feel like new construction looks a lot different and it looks mass produced.
It is, and it is. Vintage Hawaiian mid-century modern beach towel tote.
I don't know why beach towel.
Is it a
I-
Nike fabric probably?
Purse,
Felted.
felted.
It may not be actual wool, so I wouldn't put wool, but you could do felted because it could be like felted
They might have got felted.
something else. Felted up. Aqua vinyl bucket. Ooh, it's like a bucket bag.
Yeah, it is. Totally. Woo! Vintage
Yeah.
Hawaiian mid-century modern tote purse felted aqua vinyl bucket.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Some good keywords there, yeah. So do you think there's a difference between like spelling out vintage or just like ATV?
There is not. In terms of eBay does not care. They are both recognized the same. I never spell it out in any of my listings.
Awesome, yeah. I always shorten it, but I didn't know if it.
Christmas is the same, by the way. If you type Xmas,
Wawmaker? What is Wawmaker? Wahmaker. Wawmaker?
Oh, Tom. Oh, thank you.
who?
It's Wawmaker.
Oh, Wawmaker vest. I have never heard of that.
Taking pics of 3 Wawmaker vests.
Look it up.
I was just asking. I don't want to look it up on listings.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you're
Remember
supposed to amuse me while I'm
Any
listening,
lines?
right? Isn't that like your role or something?
I'm also listing.
I know you are. So in fact, I am amusing you while you are.
We're all listing except for
The guy with the name that means that you don't list. That
I
guy.
appreciate it, guys. I've actually listened more this week because of you guys. So
Yay,
Really?
that's good.
Surprising. I mean, I see this. I mean, you've shown me some interesting examples. I mean, you have an eye. Just depends on what you want to do. Not everybody wants to like work all day doing stupid crap.
Next September.
You know?
doing stupid crap. What? I didn't hear the rest of that sentence.
I mean, I'm not saying like maybe your graphic design
That's not really a good time.
listening to me is somehow interesting, but
See, here's the thing: is that like the last show, I tried to do some stuff, but I'm a dude, man. I can't do two things at once.
Whoa,
Wow, I
man.
think that's a direct insult
But
to
I'm
you,
like-
Corey.
I'm at the very bottom of dudeness, where I'm like
I
basic.
can do at least two things at once: breathe and make listings.
I can't do two things at once.
How do you
I
like-
am the
Right.
ultimate multitasker. I can do like 8
Yeah, because
things
you're
at
like a girl and stuff.
I like focus like so hardcore, whatever I'm doing that.
Girls
everything
are
else
better at a lot of stuff.
I think when you become a parent in general,
Oh,
multitasking just becomes a necessity, or else you would get nothing done.
Right. That's probably. I haven't learned that yet.
When you come up for the holiday party, how long are you guys?
Is your grandma up?
Uh,
For the last day? Round.
I think we're gonna
Sure,
come
thanks.
on like Saturday
lines.
morning
Back up.
and leave Monday morning
Okay.
because we're actually, I think we're flying from Portland to San Francisco for a few days.
Already. That's
So
cool. I have no idea what I'm doing with my kid. And then
yeah, I lucked out because Nicole's mother-in-law is watching Nicole's daughter,
yeah.
and
Plus,
Nicole's daughter and Hazel are like
that's enough shit.
BFFs, so she offered to watch Hazel also.
Yeah.
But you have family locally, don't you?
Yeah, my sister's here. She'll take her.
That's
Oh, beyond that, I was like saying like if we should figure out how to get him to the park.
Oh yeah, we could do something on Saturday
Yeah.
at some point.
I have a membership to OMSI, the museum.
Ooh, yeah.
There's,
we
like,
love it there.
Box in there and all that.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we like it. We've been there a few times with her.
The weather might be bad.
I'm sure it will be.
The weather will probably be bad. I've been watching all of the crazy updates. Well, kind of from Nicole State there. I don't know the exact story, but it looks like she was like on eBay and Pixar and like everywhere.
Yeah, she's having a pretty crazy time.
Dude, it's so crazy, right?
I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah,
Oh, just lost it.
it seems like she was like super stoked. It's good. I don't really know her. I've never actually met her. I mean, I've seen her out picking.
We're out right at the
I haven't
captain.
actually met her.
Oh, is that coming?
She was really nice.
Nice.
Let's see. Lay Sports Sack. Do you think this is a cool Lay Sports Sack?
Well, it's kind of a cool size. The print, I mean, polka dots are pretty universal.
How boss?
Pretty universal. Okay.
Is your second pots or whatever you got?
Diggity.
You guys are coming to like California is that going on, or no?
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Are you guys coming to California?
I was gonna go tomorrow, or what was that, like some things came up and like a couple of sales popped up that I actually couldn't really miss, honestly.
Oh,
Like the one today, and I pulled out. I had to pull out. I had to take the responsible aspect.
I'm going to be in Disneyland next week.
Holy crap!
That's what I'm doing.
I was there when Pokemon
Just
came out. Last summer when the Pokemon game
Yeah.
happened? And I was just like, I turned my phone on and it was just like vibrating everywhere. There was like every place with like Pokestops. Where are you staying in Pasadena? Is it Pasadena? Pasadena? What's the name of the town that it's in?
Anaheim?
Anaheim. I'm sorry, I'm new at this. I didn't grow up with Disney. My parents really didn't let me watch Disney kind of stuff. I never really went to Disney. I don't really know about it that much. My wife's mom and they're very into Disney and stuff, and I'm not like opposed to that. It's just never been part of my life, you know.
are you gonna stay in like a Disney hotel or just?
Hell no.
Okay.
There is no reason to spend that much money.
Sounds like a lot of money.
How many days are you going for? Or
Monday to Friday.
Wow, that's a long time.
And Hazel has no idea.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're a nice mommy.
We did that last year and surprised the hell out of her. And so now she keeps saying, like, are we going to go back to Disneyland? I'm like, oh, we can't go every year. Like,
You're
so
really
she
not
has
really
no
that-
clue.
Where are we? We're not really that far, I guess.
It's like a 3-hour flight.
How many days are you gonna do in like each park? Or are you doing like both parks each day?
I didn't pay for the park hopper, so
That was your
I
best,
don't think we're going to be able
person
to
up there.
do both parks in one day, but we've got Monday through Thursday, and then we leave Friday. So we have 4 days in the
That's
park.
my best person.
We're doing the Halloween party that they host.
Wow.
And so they close the park at like 7 o'clock to everyone but ticket holders for the party. And then you get to trick or treat around the park.
That's so amazing.
Interesting.
It's
So
so
interesting.
much fun.
That's like a home run.
And they do not
Oh.
cheap out on candy. Like, they don't give you like
Alright.
the Werther's original candies.
I agree.
Full size Butterfinger, huh?
No, I mean, they are mini
I
candies,
really-
but they're all really good candy.
Deepest ones are those like stupid butterscotch things that are like black and orange and they're twisted on the ends. Oh my god.
But like, we went last year and they handed
Oh,
all
that's
3 of us
good
trick or
job
treat
on that.
bags. And I was like, for the adults too? And they're like, oh, yes. Everyone. So we had enough candy that we actually filled a suitcase
What?
and brought it home and then handed it out on Halloween when we came home.
I mean, I believe that you're not kidding me.
No, it like literally.
Less.
That-
Just less.
Freaking hilarious.
They give you big shopping totes to fill.
You check it
And
out?
then they just hand you like handfuls. And there's probably 20 stations around the park.
That's awesome. I mean, I feel like the people that go for Christmas or, the Christmas celebration or Halloween, it's like an extra special time.
Is it Vince?
And we are big Halloween fans. I love Halloween.
I got some really cool Halloween masks today.
Hazel's costume, she is a
Oh,
dragon queen.
Blueberry.
Daenerys Targaryen.
I played blueberry.
She wanted to be a
Whiteberry? I don't
dragon,
know. That sounds
but she
racist.
also wanted to have like a crown.
That's cool.
Or
so
Blueberry? I don't
She's a
know.
she's obsessed with dinosaurs and dragons and that whole thing. So
That's awesome.
Hey, Kevin, can you see these jade card
Eskimos?
statues? What?
Little Eskimos?
Yeah. See that color?
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So
where
would
are they from? Are they like, obviously they're some kind of Inuit. Do you know what tribe they're from?
No, but I don't think these are like that old.
Hmm.
I think these were carved to be like mementos, but the mineral that they're made from is now quite valuable. It's just a lucky circumstance for these items.
would you consider
Yeah.
jade that dark and opaque?
Yeah, viewers.
Jade? Or
This is Pacific jade, so this is not jadeite. So, like, what you showed was like what I thought was more similar to nephrite.
Right.
It was the original. So Burmese jade, like jadeite, has always been the source of like lust and mystery among the jade markets, throughout time. The nephrites were found like much older. You can find examples of nephrite like carvings that are, 3,000 years old, right?
Mhm.
Burmese jade is a newer discovery, but it was reserved for kings. It's exceptionally rare in those apple green jade varieties, and it's extremely hard. I think it has a hardness of like 7.5 or 8.
Because
So,
I have some earrings that are like that. They're really dark, but
yeah,
I thought they might be like
all about the green. It's all about the greenness.
Right.
You know, it's that apple green. It's impossible to describe other than that. It has this fluorescence in the sun that, you know. Oh god, I just fucked that up.
Yes, that's a good purse you got there.
Are we showing something here?
No, I was talking about how you changed your Eskimos into a purse.
My Eskimos into a purse. This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, reset was.
Picture Jasper. Or, see that? It's like crazy lake scene, but it's like in a piece of rock. There's the back. It's not natural. Ooh, this is for you. This is for both of you.
Oh God. Oof. Oof. No, thank you.
It comes with a bag of vomit. A free.
I don't need one. I've got my own.
It comes with a free bag of vomit.
What a fucking jackass that guy is.
I just bought it because it's like, oh, are you serious? The 7 steps to living your full potential.
All right,
Step 1,
let's do this.
write a check. Step 2, put it in an envelope. Step 3, get in your car. Step 4, drive out of the driveway. Step 6,
Oh,
drive.
no, for, yeah.
Step 7, I cash your check.
No, thank you.
I cash your check. How much should I list the Joel Osteen game for? I'm gonna do $29.99. I just like to put crap in here like this. It's just so funny to me. It's like I'm like trolling myself.
It's a board game for Joel Osteen has a board game?
I mean, hey everybody, let's gather around the fire and play the Joel Osteen game.
That sounds like the worst gift.
Oh,
Well, you could buy it as a prank gift. Oh, I should. Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because the solds are pretty bad.
Oh, I'm sure. I just bought it because it was so dumb. I don't even think I bought it. I think it was just like in a box of crap.
Box. Oh crap.
in the line?
Sometimes I just buy boxes of crap. They'll just be like a box of crap. And I just.
Shields. Oh, shit. Spread out.
Oh, God. Ritual Bake. Oh, dude, if you find these old modems, I know it sounds crazy.
Most everything you say does.
I hate
Why?
the bird.
What? Explain yourself to me right now. Pony up.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
No, if it was self-explanatory, I wouldn't need you to explain it.
Blades in 3.
I'm telling you, if you had this in the original box, it'd be worth
Friend
$170.
shield. Watch out.
It's like a stupid old modem.
Hey, Kayla, can you move a little bit to the
Other
left?
bounce.
I want to see what's going on behind you over there. You know?
We all survived.
I'm just joking.
Where your stacks?
Evan, do you have a major victory of the week or something that happened this week that was interesting that you could share that doesn't suck?
No, I only have sucky stuff to share today.
God damn it.
Let me start.
Okay.
I do have a question for you. You want to
Absolutely.
see something?
Yep.
'Cause you know the jewelry a little bit,
A little bit.
or a lot. You're an expert. I'm sorry.
I'm an expert in everything.
Shield soon.
I know.
Only on my channel though. Otherwise I'm just dumb. It's just here. Are you guys checking out this car? This is how you know
Bounce.
you're when you get the hopper.
Another bounce.
Look at the decals on that. Look how awesome of a toy that is.
There's 6.
When you get stuff that looks like
He
this,
can't see you
There's
because
3.
he's screen sharing. So you're showing him, but he can't even see it.
Look at me.
who's screen sharing? Okay, wait. Who's showing me something? Stop.
He's trying to show you some jewelry.
Oh, well, I can't see it.
Jury.
Goofball. I'm screen sharing. I can't see your shit. Okay.
Here's a little piece of jewelry. So here's the clasp,
Where's
right?
an 8?
It's like a dragon or something. A little box clasp. Right?
Mhm.
What's weird is it's on this like
1.
crucifix cross,
Watch out for bounce.
and then like all the beads are like hand cut, so they're all individually faceted. Kind of got like a garnet look. You see anything?
I think that's Cinnabar.
I don't think so.
Huh.
Because it's like there is a transparency to it. Like cinnabar is usually a little more opaque.
Nope.
It's like a ruby. It's a dark color. It's not. I don't think it's a cinnabar.
Can I screen share with you some Cinnabar samples?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay. Let me show you some really interesting examples of Cinnabar.
Let me go get you my Cinnabar sample.
Actually, I have a very clear and pure Cinnabar sample downstairs if you'd like to.
I would like it if you would facet one of these really quickly as well.
It's very easy to facet because it's very soft. You know what Cinnabar
It's not
is?
soft at all, man. This is. I feel like it's a gemstone quality.
It is a gemstone. Cinnabar is a gemstone. But you're just thinking of like the pink okay Cinnabar, but there's a pure form of Cinnabar that's actually faceted into a stone. Would you like to see it? Or
Yeah.
you want to keep like poking at
I
it?
think we already said yes. We're just waiting for you to go
Yeah, I've
do
seen
it.
like a cinnabar that's like a more like a dull opaque red.
No. No. Let's go. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ramrod
Yeah,
is
yeah.
baby. Thanks for being here, Ramrod. Oh, I just realized I gave the Pokemon
You looking at that?
transmog blues. That's fine. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mr. Kevin?
It's on Kayla.
Oh, okay. Let me go. Me. Ah, there we go. Okay. There's no way I can stop the universe from expanding right now, so just give me a second. See it?
Yeah, I see that. So why do you think this is that? What made you?
Because it's like, so rubies are way too valuable.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to find a string of rubies like that.
Right.
It's very, very rare to find that.
Okay.
But Cinnabar, even though it's very valuable, back when some of that stuff was made, because that looks antique,
Mhm.
Cinnabar was really cheap, and they didn't know that Cinnabar was like mercury.
Huh.
So Cinnabar is like mercury sulfide or mercury 2 sulfide or something. So you're thinking of like a Cinnabar carving, right?
Right.
So that's a much lower grade of Cinnabar. You see like this?
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. So the gemstone, can you see the gemstone there?
Yeah, I can see that.
I picked one up and I thought it was a ruby. And then I started to learn about Cinnabar. And there's like, there's some just really, I picked up a really beautiful specimen the other day. And obviously, like, the higher the price, you know, the higher the quality of stone. And I can't remember the Chinese name for it, Gui She or something. It carries like some symbolic power. That's why I think that necklace is made of that.
Because it has like the cross of like the dragon.
It represents change, and like, you know, that's a kind of it's a Christian symbol and like a Asian motif. You know.
A little strange, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Ooh, I just sold something really awesome, dudes. Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Hey, but yeah, thanks for that tutorial.
I'm not saying it is because I'm not like a gemologist or anything.
So would you recommend taking this in to someone that would be?
Let me go back to the screen real quick. I wanted to see what this person bought because it's like this regular customer of mine who buys like very high-end like vintage industrial products. I just want to see what they bought. Hold on. Yeah, that's pretty good. They bought an alarm, a horn alarm, a 24-volt horn alarm. Okay. So show me the piece again. Can you put a little bit of light on it?
Huh. My light bulb is it's not working. I don't know.
Oh. Okay, Mr. Edison.
Can you see that or no?
Hold on, let me get you big. Let me bigify you. Okay. I mean, it does have a ruby like. It does have a. Is there a stamp on the?
There's no markings on it
At all? Not even on the gold?
No.
That's intriguing. Did you test it to see if it is gold?
Nope.
Why?
I know it's not magnetic. I don't have like a gold.
That doesn't mean shit. It could be like zinc or lead.
Right. So I don't.
Is that a gold color or a silver color? Is the cross
silver
gold?
color on the back?
It's silver?
Yeah.
That's actually good. That actually works in its favor. Is the clasp? You got to test the clasp, man. Get yourself, like, for $20, you can get a gold testing kit on Amazon.
Right.
And just have it. Like, I have one on board, man. When I take stuff back, I just test it. I take risks. It means I can buy, like, $2 and $3 things. I'd say, like 30% of them, because, like, I have a magnet, like, 30% of them are actually gold, especially, like, earrings and, oh, we got, like, heavy petting going on here.
No.
I'm like, ooh.
So when you test something with, do you ruin the piece though? Like if you drop it on it, or
no.
You
find a part that you can't really see, and you scrape it on the side of the stone.
Okay.
A little bit, so you can kind of see under just a little. And test it, right? So, and there's three different solutions, or you can have multiple solutions. Aqua Regia, you can titrate it so it dissolves 10 karat, but it doesn't dissolve 14 karat. It dissolves 10 and 14 karat, but it doesn't dissolve 18 karat. You know, and then you can test it to like pure gold. What?
There's a naked cat. I'm distracted. I'm sorry.
Dude, the cat. The cat.
Every time Mike comes to show me attention, Cordy has to jump up and be like, "Me too, please."
That's a special cat, right? Like that's a rare, like a special breed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a Sphinx.
Oh.
Which is not Egyptian.
No, Canadian.
I mean, it's called a Sphinx.
They were originally bred in Canada.
Oh, wow.
But from an Egyptian cat?
No, I think it was like some crazy mutation.
Sent these cats to Chernobyl.
Like they, they started with just two regular,
like
two regular cats.
That's
worst place for a hairless cat is like Canada.
Regular cats.
Up in the tundra.
Up in the tundra. I gotta.
You tolerated that really well.
I know. He's old.
He's old.
You have like other like rare breeds and stuff, or is that your?
He's our only cat. I used to have two Sphinx, but my ex-husband kept one of them, and I have this one.
So when you pet it, is it just like feel like skin, or?
He feels like a warm peach.
Whoa. He feels. That's just always an odd way to describe it. The texture of a chamois.
Yep. Chamois, warm peach,
Wow.
suede.
Sphinx. Weird. It's been developed. Its breeding started in the 1960s. Ugh.
They are the sweetest cats. They're very snuggly. They're very friendly.
Its liver spots kind of freak me out.
That's not liver spots. You know what? Any cat with hair looks like that underneath.
I'm sure it does.
Is it hypoallergenic?
If you are allergic to cat saliva, then having a Sphinx will help you. If you're allergic to the dander, having a Sphinx will help you. If you're allergic to the saliva, it will not.
The saliva. Apparently, you're not allergic to the saliva.
Most people are allergic to cat dander.
Yeah, I'm just allergic to everything about cats. Mostly their indoor pooping. Like, if anything's gonna poop inside my house, god damn it, it's gonna be me.
The indoor pooping is not fun, to be honest.
It's not what?
It's not fun.
No, I don't even, the idea, like, I wish they could poop into a fish tank where the fish ate the poop.
You know, they make they make things where you can train your cat to use the toilet.
I've seen that. Like, you put the litter box there, and then it'll use it, and then you take the litter box away, and then he falls in the toilet.
We have not tried to toilet train QWERTY, and he's 9 now, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Is he getting more wrinkly or less wrinkly, do you think, over time?
I think he is the same amount of wrinkly.
He's never gained more wrinkles. He just seems so wrinkly.
He just perches there behind me most of the time. He likes to be close to me.
What made you pick that breed of cat?
I liked them, first of all. I just thought they were really cool and different. But my ex-husband was also allergic, so we couldn't have a regular cat.
So you had to get an expensive cat.
Yeah. He was actually on sale because he had an eye problem when I bought him.
He was on sale.
He was a discount cat.
Poor guy was on sale.
But his brother that I bought was not on sale.
Are those like $1,000 cats or?
Yeah, he was $800, and then the second one that I bought was $1,200.
Wow.
Which is funny because the second one we bought wound up having a bunch of health issues. He's okay, but he like has to eat a special raw diet and all this shit. So my ex-husband got stuck with the defective one.
Mouse puree.
He has to eat like raw, like rabbit
Vomit.
diet. Yeah. It's like this weird rabbit food.
Have you thought about like breeding sphinxes?
No, I'm not really. That's a lot of work, and it's even more work to do it well. There's a lot of really shitty breeders.
Yeah, I don't like. That's why I don't want to be like up in that shit, because I don't want to contribute to anything else's.
Yeah.
Definitely
not.
I'm not like a vegan or anything like that, but I try to like at least be humane if I can.
We spent a long time researching breeders, trying to find one that was, really well respected.
Yeah, there's definitely good ones out there.
But some of them just churn them out. They just get their cats pregnant constantly, and it's not healthy for anyone. So I would never breed animals. It's a lot of work.
This mug sucks.
And you make no money.
I buy a lot of cheap, crappy Starbucks mugs. Just for your knowledge and pleasure.
Cheap, crappy Starbucks mugs? Is that what you said?
Dude, people pay ridiculous money for these Starbucks mugs. I found check this one out.
Do you know what I'm on the lookout for? It's for the Sacramento one.
Oh yeah.
As of game.
What's up, Sacramento? What's up?
There's even better ones out there, though.
What's the best one?
The one that you have in your hand.
What's the actual Holy Grail?
Let's see.
This is a Holy Grail right here. Do you see this Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Look at that. That weirdness.
You're not screen sharing.
God damn it.
Are you talking about your face here? Because I can see that weirdness going on.
England. England is the Holy Grail at around $400.
England?
Yeah.
There's better ones than that.
It's not a city, it's just
Starbucks. Do you think this is a reproduction, or do you think this is fake or real? It's made in Korea, which is a little bit peculiar.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that one.
Looks old.
Washington, D.C. is $160.
Look at like Taiwan, and like those weird. There's some out there that go for like between 90 and 200.
Yeah, I just said that England is 400.
and the Sacramento's like
So it's 400 outside of the $200 range. I just wanted to verify that with you.
Just by a smidge.
I said there's a lot. I meant like there's like this range where it seems like there's just like a ton. Like outside of $200, it's more rare, you know.
Apparently, the Tokyo Osaka
Oh yeah.
is $650.
Holy! Are you kidding me? How many comps are there on that?
Just the one.
So that whenever there's only one, it always makes me suspicious.
There's another Tokyo that went for $350.
Okay.
Qatar went for $350.
You would think Qatar would go for pretty good. I would think like rarer, weirder.
There's a couple England ones though in that 400 range.
Check out this belt buckle because this is definitely from the 40s. It's like enamel, Utah, maybe like police or something. See that?
Yeah.
This is
No
sick.
clue.
what do you pick that up for?
I don't know. What do you think, Death Piles? Death Pile.
$50.
That's what I sold the last one for. It was California though. It had like the yellow blue colorway, you know?
I love that word colorway.
What?
It makes us all sound so hip.
I know it makes it sound like we really know what we're talking about.
Well, I have to convince somebody. Jesus Christ. Come on, dude. This thing is sick, though. It is.
You have to say that that's the San Francisco colorway.
It says Hatu if you turn it upside down.
Not exactly.
Holland.
You look at it in a mirror. Upside down is not the same thing.
Stop being mean to me.
Stop being right. That's what you meant to say.
Stop being. Well, that's what being right is. It's being mean.
Your facts offend me.
You're fat.
Your facts upset me.
I am not. Ha hoo ha hoo hoo. I
You
don't.
guys do like tiki stuff? Do you guys sell tiki?
I never
love
find it.
I love to collect it. I love to sell it. I think it's like the dumbest crap ever, and that's what makes me love it.
Have you ever found like handmade tiki custom pieces?
I just handed some off to a lister about a second ago. What you got?
Is there like more value or less value? Do you know?
It needs to. People need to trace its origin.
Gotcha. Because I got this really pretty cool piece. It's a custom handmade by Sally.
Oh yeah. If you can identify the maker, it just makes it worth more.
But her name is Sally. And that's
Well, go
There's-
find her.
there is no Sally. The internet. So Kayla's gonna but
I'm gonna find Sally for you.
Now I'm looking at Tiki handmade by Sally. I don't really see anything.
if like she had a last name, that'd be awesome. It's just like, hey, I'm
Her name
Sally.
is Sally O'Malley.
And she has great handwriting too, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, that narrows it down.
Do you guys know this brand right here?
I think so.
Givenchy.
Givenchy. As evidenced by the Givenchy.
I love hearing people call it Givenchy.
Givenchy is what I call it. Givenchy. I call it Givenchy because it sounds like Da Vinci, and it makes me feel smarter when I say the names of people who are smarter than me.
So everyone's name?
Oh, that was not.
That was too easy. I apologize.
That was not even cool.
Not even.
Not even. I made this show so I could make fun of Jacob on national air.
And where is he?
I don't know where that bastard is. We're working on a property deal right now where we just like I chiseled I chiseled the property owner down pretty far, like 30%, and I think he was talking to some because we're like we have to move some inventory and get some things set up. So I think he was like kind of interviewing somebody, but it's like 10 o'clock at night or something. I don't know. So yeah, he said he was doing stuff. I mean, he runs a success. I mean, his business is really good. He really knows what he's doing. So unfortunately, that takes time.
What's his business?
Are you trolling me right now?
So you make it sound like he's out there doing like property deals or something like that, but is it?
I mean, when you have like 3,000 items in your inventory, you're busy. You're busy maintaining it. You're busy like finding you're busy shipping things. You know.
Gotcha.
Chisel my nizzle. Oh, Raw Code said Kayla is pretty.
Jesus Christ. I ban the trolls.
Kayla.
I think you have a wrench, right?
Actually, yes, I believe that you are. Like, I am not a troll.
I can put him in timeout.
Because he said you're pretty?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Because it's my husband.
I know these person.
Oh, is that your husband?
Yeah. It's like your mom telling you you're pretty.
It's like your mom telling you that you're smart.
You're special.
You're special. Hey, what would you list this Givenchy purse from the 1960s for, this wallet?
So first I would look up comps.
Right? That would be my first fucking try.
I don't. The reason
Is that a wallet or is it a purse?
Well, I guess the other option is just
I meant wallet. Look, you see your hand. There it is.
It's a wallet.
Yes.
But you said purse. So that's where the confusion comes in.
Okay, I'm just not going to talk to you anymore.
Me and my logic.
I was thinking $49.99. I think that's too high. Might be too high.
I personally would look up comps.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
What if it was worth like $2,000?
Somebody just got it for $50 because I'm
A
not.
sort of similar one went for $11.50, but it was an auction, so
What?
Those are nothing.
You're joking, right?
yes. I really got one over on you that time.
I can't see the screen.
But it was an auction, so there's another one that's also kind of similar for $60 right now.
Uh-huh.
You might want to turn off your
Yeah,
thing
no,
if you're gonna.
yeah, no, that's good. For some reason, it just logged me out.
But yeah, there's like a kind of similar one right now for $60. Buy it now.
So that's not that good.
No, but $30-$40 is probably pretty good.
All right. I mean, there's some for really, really, really cheap. Like $10. They don't have that canvas print on them. There you go. Yeah, I see the other one. There's a couple other ones. Not as old, but who the fuck wants something that's old? Like, it just needs to be cool. I only picked those up because they were basically free. Oh, there's another one. I think this one's cooler because it has the. I guess I should share this again. Fart biscuits. I'm expecting you to do your work and my work here. Like that's.
And I am. That's the thing.
You're like, oh, it's like $1 million.
I've also done like 16 listings while we've been chatting.
Good. No, I have too. I'm gonna continue along and keep doing them. If you would, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you ever have like some random crap that I know about, I would totally help you too.
Oh, believe me, I will. I will let you know.
Perfect. I'm not saying it'll be helpful, but I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be.
Motherfucker! I can't do anything right. I like this one better. Like it's the bifold.
That one's nice. That one looks
It has
nicer.
the coin purse on the back. I really
Oh,
like that one. Like I would sport that. I might actually keep this as my own wallet. It's got that leather coin purse and shit. That leather coin slot and everything.
What are your things?
All right, it's almost midnight.
Vodka in it, dear.
no.
Are you going to an estate sale tomorrow?
No. I have to clean my house before we leave for vacation.
Oh, when do you hire somebody to do it for you?
Oh, girl, I wish.
Girlfriend.
White Claw.
I started. What the fuck did I just hear?
Ooh, that's not my favorite
Not your favorite what?
drink.
What are you drinking?
It's like a seltzer, like a hard seltzer.
Okay.
It's
I like-
grapefruit flavored.
No sugar.
No. Well, I think this one has like a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
This has 4 grams of sugar in it.
These are swank. These are total swank.
Yes, those are really nice. What are they?
So there's a brand called Swank, and they make like cheap stuff now, but way back in the day they actually made like very nice cufflinks.
Those are nice.
I really like them. And I they're not
Are they actually mother of pearl or?
They are mother of pearl, they actually are. They're not sterling though.
Oh.
They
What are
feel
they?
like sterling, they're non-magnetic, but they're not marked and they don't test as sterling, so I don't know what they are. I really don't. I don't know what alloy this is. They're not aluminum. They don't feel like steel. I really don't know what they are. But they're not a precious metal because they'd be marked, you know? They're not. They just say swank.
Ink.
Swank. The case is cool. And they're really beautiful. I don't know what to sell them for though. Thinking like $50. You know, because I don't know.
Because we're just making it up as we go along.
Well, I mean, I have to, at least part of it. I looked at some comps on these earlier. Nothing had the original box, you know? But, oh, vintage swank cufflinks. Silver tone, mother of pearl. What is hexagonal? Fancy. Cufflinks. Infant hipster. His, hipster. Hipster. Maybe you shouldn't like put a bunch of listings after you've had a bunch of beers. Probably not the best idea.
True story.
What?
True story.
When else are you supposed to do them?
I got very drunk at the reseller rally, and everybody was hanging out down at the bar, and my phone kept like going off of getting offers and stuff, and Nicole had to take my phone away eventually. She's like, no, do not accept that. No, don't counter that. No, don't decline that. What are you doing? I was like, oh, I should not drunk eBay.
Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. I used to accept lowball offers all the time, and then I realized like the people giving you lowball offers are often like assholes.
True.
So this is a giant trophy. It's shaped like a ring, right? And it's for somebody selling like $10 million worth of these rings. It's fucking huge.
You get a ring for selling rings.
Yeah, look, let's see what their production was. Look, $10 million of ring sales.
Is that like one of those shitty, like, yearbook
Yeah,
selling companies?
Yeah, totally.
Ugh,
A
they're
line
scum.
superstar. So this dude just straight up sold rings, or I said dude, because I think it was the dude, because there was like stuff with his name on it. But his wife, I think, worked for Janssen or something, because she had like all this weird Janssen shit. The AMA winner. This thing weighs like 5 pounds. The pictures don't do it justice. It's not a ring. Alliance ring. 10M.
Is it not? It's not meant to be worn as a ring.
You could wear it as a bracelet.
Oh, it looked smaller in the
Huge.
measurements.
It's an inch and it's an inch and a half, and like the central hole is like an inch and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty big, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, your fingers.
I just had to measure my ring because I was like, I don't know, is that really big for? Measurements are not my strong suit.
Janssen also had this ring company, right?
Yeah.
So Janssen Trophy College.
Did he lose Death Piles forever, or did he just like?
Oh, I think I mean it's late, and
It's funny. I think he just like turned off his mic and camera though. He wanted to hear the soothing sounds of us talking about listing.
and the Bay was on here, and he was talking about they did like 4 hours live of listing, and people just watched them for 4 hours listing.
That I would not do.
100 people.
That's weird.
It's totally weird.
Although, I mean, I guess we're pretty much doing the same thing.
Yeah, kind of, but we're communicating.
We are talking.
I mean, yeah. Check out this Oregon Ducks hat from like I think it's from the 70s.
That's kind of cool. Oh, he's back. He woke up.
Howdy, ma'am.
We thought you went to take a nap.
Yep.
Went to go smoke a bong.
Two.
2.
2 bongs.
So Caleb, you sell clothing is my gist. Do you sell, is that what you mainly sell, or do you sell other stuff as well?
I used to sell more other stuff, but now I'm like 95% clothing, just because I got really tired of taking my entire day to ship things. And shipping clothing is just so easy.
So easy. That's what I love about clothing. But it's so, for me, everything, like, because I sell electronics that sell really, really fast, you know? And for me, like, all clothing is kind of like long tail, you know? All of it takes, it doesn't even matter how good it is or what your price is. it just takes a while to find that person who wants it.
Nope, you're right. Absolutely. But it's become what I know also. So I'm more comfortable with it. Whereas jewelry and electronics, I'm not well versed in at all.
Yeah.
So do you mainly source the bins or?
God, no. I hate the bins.
Okay.
I think the bins are
No.
gross.
I think they're gross too.
So what do you source then?
The bins.
Regular estate sales, the mainline Goodwill,
Okay.
garage sales. I prefer thrift stores. That's like my preferred place to
You
go.
know them. You figured them out, kind of, right?
And I pay up for a lot of my items because I try to have a higher price point. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's what I aim for.
Selling price.
Hmm?
What's your average selling price?
I mean, on my vintage store, I think it's like 36 right now.
Great. I mean, I think that eBay range is between like 25 and 45.
Hmm.
You know, people come to eBay to find something awesome for under $50.
I do like to sell those higher dollar item pieces, but then I wind up letting some stuff go cheaper just because it's not quite as desirable. So
Yeah, I
it
mean,
balances out.
you're gonna do some experiments too, where you're like, wow, all of these sold for this price. I picked one up, and why isn't mine selling for that price?
Yep.
So it's gonna happen, and things are gonna fall out. Some things fall out of favor like quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have multiple stores. What's the reasoning behind having multiple stores?
I didn't used to have multiple stores, but I found that I was able to ask more money for things when they were separated out, because I do have a lot of smaller dollar item modern clothing. Like I just bought, for instance, like a 500 piece lot of clothing, modern. And like some of it was pretty good, but a lot of it's like $10, $15 items. And it's fine for me because I paid next to nothing for them. So I'm going to list them and I'm going to make a great return on the whole lot. But it's hard, I think, for some buyers to look at a store that has a $10 Ann Taylor shirt, right? And then right next to it is like a $150 1950s prom dress. My buyers are not those are not the same buyer. So I really wanted to hone my vintage store and be able to ask more money for things by really targeting knowledgeable vintage buyers.
Okay,
One's all modern and one's all vintage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's interesting.
You do the same thing, Mr. Mushroom?
So I have like this store that I'm showing now, and I have a couple of other stores. This is kind of like my everything store where I just kind of like do it all, and then I have like two more very specific stores that sell much higher end stuff. But yeah, I'm willing to share this one. This one's 7 years in the making, and it's really good. I mean, this is a great store to be able to. I mean, I think that the average the knowledge that the average person who wasn't in the industry could gain through just basically looking through my store is huge.
What are your niches or niches? What do you like particularly like search out?
Music wise, my niches.
Yeah. What do you look for in particular?
I want to eliminate the concept of niche. I want to be able to assay an entire estate an entire estate and be like, yes, I will buy that. This is the price.
But
I like that. I like that confidence.
I think that like within every category, like knowing the niches is great though. Like knowing like what the collector is looking for, knowing like the best of every specific.
You can never understand every. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Just every category, there's like the better, like the cream of the crop. So
yeah, I mean, I look at things that sell in 30 days, and I say anything that sells in 30 days that has an average price of $36 or more that I can pick up for my average sale price, like I want to add it to my inventory. I don't care what it is. I mean, I don't want to sell like whale teeth or like rhino horns or, you know, baby.
I want to sell some rhino horns. Those are like worth $1 million, man.
I don't even care that it's worth $1 million. I wouldn't even want to be involved in the sale of
I
trout.
would love to be involved with that sale, man.
I mean,
It's
I'd rather
antique,
not have that money.
old. It's like some sort of like religious artifact. Oh, I want those, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I have certain trade limitations.
I was just reading an article, and I don't remember where. I think I saw it on Facebook. A woman grew up in her household, and her father had this vintage Alaskan native, like a prayer shawl type thing that he bought in Seattle on a trip at an art dealer's, and he paid like a couple $100 for it, and they had it displayed in their house as like, you know, a cool piece of art. And as she grew up, she came to realize that these prayer shawls were actually very important to the tribes as like a piece of history. And so she was able to convince her father to donate it back to the tribe that it belonged to. And they were like so extremely pleased to have it back. And it was such an important part of their history. And so even though he could have sold it for like a pretty hefty profit, they donated it back to the tribe that it belonged to. And, you know, there's the reseller side of me that's like, ooh. And then like, there's the side of me that's like, that's a super honorable thing to do. And it's probably the right thing to do. So
value, you can't put a monetary value on the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like this. If you walk into an estate sale and the estate sale company is pricing things and they're making a profit, you haven't priced anything and you're not being up about price, and there's something that's worth $1,000 and they want $20 for it, it's not your responsibility to tell them. You're going in to get value. They know that already, and it should be a fight. Like there should be, it's a constant battle between the buyer and the estate sale company, and like they're constantly shifting and all that stuff. But I mean, it's just, yeah, it is interesting.
So I guess back to like the niches thing is that like Hazel has her modern day stuff or vintage stuff, and you say you have 3 like stores at least, or so like what? Then it's like what categories are you like? Why do you have 3 stores? So is there something specifically that you're putting in one, and then
so like I have one that's purely experimental.
Okay.
And then I have one that only sells new products. That's it.
Okay. So that was my whole niche thing. Before
Kind of, yeah.
Wanted to break me down into, you know.
I mean, really the biggest part of my business and the biggest future I see in my business is in post-consumer products. Just because the market is saturated at this point with them. The economic landscape is saturated with post-consumer products, and because they're post-consumer, they have lost their value to a certain segment of the population. If you can get them from that segment of that population, you're providing value by getting rid of it and providing cash. And there's another segment of the population who's looking for it. And for some reason, there's no way, you need to be the intermediary. I'm not saying that's going to last forever. That's why I'm just going into hyperdrive mode right now, because I see like what eBay's doing, what Amazon's doing, and the amount of stuff that's in the ecosphere here. I don't even know what to call it, and I'm just going after it. Like nothing. Like it doesn't matter to me what it is per se. I mean, I have ethical limitations of what I will buy or what I will sell and how I will buy or how I will sell it. If somebody who's obviously intoxicated is trying to sell me something for, they're trying to sell me a $4,000 gold necklace for $200, I'm just not going to do that. If it's an estate sale company that's underpriced a $4,000 necklace for $200, I'm going to buy it. I came there to buy. I have money. They priced it. They're the professionals. For me, it's completely different. It's ethically different.
Yeah, if like some company can create like a machine that you just like stick an object into it and it's like automatically listed, Like this whole game.
So that's all coming. So eBay's launching its AI. So Cassini, everybody thinks Cassini is a search engine, and it's not. It's actually an artificial intelligence machine that, like, if you get banned by Cassini for doing something, a person can't unban you, and Cassini won't because it's not programmed to. So you'll see people like highly professional people getting banned for like 7 days. This just happened to a very famous YouTuber who has a huge account. He listed something that it seems like he listed before. He kind of got flagged by the system, listed it again, got banned for 7 days, and they couldn't even, there was nobody he could talk to who could remove it because you can't. That's why all these indefinite suspensions that happened to people back in the day, they just didn't have a way to get rid of it. It was like there was no fail safe. It was just like, this is what it is. So parts of Cassini are now going to extend to visual search. So imagine this. You have an object, you take a picture of it, it tells you what it is, and it says, oh, I need 7 more pictures. And you take the 7 more pictures, and it can just like, it can use AI to like just turn the item and do all kinds of other things, and it instantly knows what it is. So the only way you're going to fight against that, because everybody's going to know what it is access to products. Things are going to shift greatly. Just know that they have, and they will, and they'll keep changing faster than you've ever seen them change before. So access to being able to acquire products for me is going to be more important than any other thing. But and I could be wrong about that. Like, my personal knowledge is always building because it's just part of me. Like, I love to learn about things and like be a part of like understanding, and like if somebody pulls something out, be able to discuss it and have like a conversation about what it is or what it isn't or what it might be, you know? So obviously there's a future in all of that, but like the landscape of the internet of commerce is e-commerce. Like, there is no more commerce in e-commerce. All commerce will become e-commerce, no matter what it is. Amazon created Amazon, was it Amazon X or Amazon One or whatever the thing was, Amazon Go, where you walk into the store, you pull something off the shelf, AI recognizes what it is, sees it go into the bag. When you walk out, it charges it to your Amazon account. 1 year after they developed that technology, what did they buy?
Whole Foods.
Fucking! So 2 things happened. They just got mass local distribution of any product stream, and 2, the ability to distribute products they didn't have the rights to before. So all of these like niche-y, high-end, high-margin products, they have instant access into those companies, even like into the companies, because Whole Foods owns parts of those companies in order to own exclusive distribution. So, you know, new products.
It's cool. We've been by that store a few times. That's not open to the public yet, but you can kind of see in there, and it looks really interesting. I'm excited to try it out once it's open.
So I think that like post-consumer becomes more and more and more and more valuable over time. This is the advantage everyone here has. Post-consumer becomes so much more valuable because people are going to stop being able to find those 1950s dresses, and if you have them, they're just going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, we're just getting further and further and further away from it. So the more you have that and no one else does. I mean, imagine in the 1960s and the 1970s, people didn't give a shit about 1950s dresses. Nope. Just like today,
into the furnace.
Finding people who want 80s and 90s stuff, yes, they exist, but they're more of a small niche market. The further away you get from it, the more demand there's going to be, and the harder they are to find, and the less that exist.
People's, you need extra money to be able to be a collector and to have those like niche-y tastes. Some people are like, I make $5,000 a week and I don't like Chanel. I like shit from the 50s, and I will find exactly what I want. And if you can help me find it, I will pay you.
So with the little program that you're talking about, the senior whatever, Do you
Not
think?
a little program.
I don't know. But do you think it's gonna have
Cthulhu? It's actually known as Cthulhu.
Cthulhu? No. But anyways, so that like that database, do you think how extensive do you think it will be? Do you think
So it already encompasses 1 billion unique products.
so it's gonna like understand all vintage and
It already does in some respects.
Mm-hmm.
so then like how does like the post-consumer or like
Because it's all post.
then
Anything
why
to-
is there any reason for like a
post-consumer.
middleman, a reseller?
Because we have to get it.
Someone has to have the product.
But if they are the person that owns it right now, why would they sell it to you to put it up on
Because not everybody wants to go through the hassle. Not everybody knows how to do it. Not everyone has the time. Not everyone gives a fuck.
But I'm
Like there's
talking about in the future when there's like some sort of machine
It
where you
won't
just, like,
matter because the
scan it
machine
and
won't
it
be in their
automatically
house. Like,
gets listed.
no one will be able to afford a machine to put in their
Some
house.
sort of droid comes in and like ships it off for you.
No, that's.
I think reselling is one of the I mean, reselling has been around forever in
Yeah,
some
merchants-
form or fashion.
exactly.
What we're talking about is not like that there's any with all this technology, like there's not an end of this in sight.
I'm
that's
saying
what
the way that market gaps work are going to change. Like all we do is we find gaps in the market. Kayla walks into it through shop and she's like, "Wow, that's a $50 gap in the market. I'm going to take advantage of that." That's a $12 gap in the market. If things were a little bit drier, I would take that. But right now, I can actually use my capital in a different way. So, and Kayla could, let's say there were no dresses anymore, she could pivot into something else in a minute. She could figure out how to do. It wouldn't be what she loved, maybe, but you know, with the skills that she has and the skills that you have, Kevin, like you can get out there and find what people are looking for. On the other hand of things, on the other side of things, you could create what people are looking for and be able to find those people. So, you know, I mean, I kind of go the easy route for me because for some reason, I'm just very lucky and I just find awesome shit. So, and I know that's not going to last forever. So I just have to take advantage of it while it's here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that like we were talking this way and I was thinking something else. So
Oh,
we
sorry.
didn't really cross completely. I was talking like futuristic. Like I understand like the value of a reseller, Kayla. Like I feel like we're like curators and we're like saving
Mhm.
what we find as valuable.
So let's stop right there before you go any further. Hold on, I'm gonna stop.
Are you gonna bash me again?
No. I'm gonna ask you for like a comparison. So there's a reseller who buys a dress in a estate sale for $4 and sells it for 40 or 50. Okay, and then there's the guy who goes out tomorrow and he buys the SNES Classic for 80 and sells it for 180.
Right.
Is there one that, in your opinion, provides more value? Is there negative value? Can a reseller provide actually negative value?
Is this a
I
trick question?
I don't think so personally.
Let's get the Sphinx cat out here. You can answer this for us.
I'm just
Sounds
curious
like a
what
riddle.
your opinion of like that specific
So
example.
I see value in both. But what I am more attracted to is finding like the little diamonds in the rough, finding the stuff that would otherwise maybe end up at a Goodwill, and then nobody still recognizes it as being valuable, and it gets thrown away. Like, but I can hook it up with someone somewhere in the middle of the United States that just realizes the value that I see in it. So that's what I find fun. That's what I enjoy about this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, what I like, I'm constantly trying to build a way to like make more money and build more freedom. More money, more freedom, more money, more freedom, and like build those into this spike somehow where I just don't have to work as in the same capacity. You know, like I only do the things that I want and I make the most amount of money for doing the only things that I want.
I already
Like
told you,
no other peripherals.
list one thing a day. Yeah.
Death pile growing, syntax error, Cassini fried. So yeah, Cassini will start to do visual search here in about a month. Visual search will launch.
Because like
It's
that,
gonna be really rough for a long time.
like how cool would that be if like a drone comes into your house, just scans all your items, and then you could just be like, yeah, I want to sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, and then it leaves. And
I
then
mean, the logistics of like the condition and all of that other stuff is like,
yeah, that's true.
first of all, I mean, I think that's like insane, but I mean, visual search will never work for like art because you have like single items.
Right, one of a kind stuff.
Exactly, one of a kind stuff or really rare stuff. But what it's gonna suck for is like, still the average person, if they want to sell, like, let's say they're Jordan 1s in their garage, they found them, they're like, oh, these are worth $800. I'm gonna sell those because I'm gonna get that $800. I'll pay the fees, I'll do the whole thing. But when it comes down to like, oh, I have 40 items and they're worth $40 a piece, like, just give me $40 and take all of them. And I just don't care. Somebody still has to do the work.
Right.
And I think even with AI, somebody still has to do the work. It still has to get from the place that it is. Like, so this Nike bag was sitting in somebody's living room. Like, it has to leave their living room in order to like be presented. And obviously, like, estate sale companies have no idea what's going on. They just have they're just flooded. Like, baby boomers have houses that are just floor to ceiling, back to front, full of shit because they were like really strong materialists. And like, I'm really not. And I mean, my parents really weren't. So it's like, that materialism that they had is like, it means that they just have a lot of stuff, right?
I agree. I think, yeah, it is a generational type thing in my experience. Like, because we're so accustomed to having like just so much abundance of like items. Like, my dad tells me stories about how there were like 2 types of shoes, like 2 types of jeans. Like, there wasn't the abundance of like and variety of brands, and I don't know, they patched their jeans.
So I lived
It's
in a lot of places in the world. My daughter was born in Argentina. I lived there for a year, and I was actually selling stuff on eBay, sending it into the United States and other places in the world, finding rarities there. But dude, they have like 2 brands of flour, 10 brands of wine, 1 brand of sugar, and everybody lives just fine.
right.
So you just like it's hilarious. They have Walmart, but instead of their like the aisle being like, let's say you had like here you would have like 50 brands, they would have like Twix. Like there would be just a whole aisle of Twix.
Right.
Because that's the brand that you can sell.
Yeah,
But yeah, so we have this crazy, I mean, it's illegal to sell used imported clothing in Argentina, but there's a huge, like, when I bring clothing down there, like, you can sell a Led Zeppelin shirt from the 80s or 70s for, I don't know, $500-600 easy. Because it's illegal to commercially import vintage clothing because they're protecting their textile industry. So they just actually voted it in for another 4 years this January. But God, if they get rid of that, Kayla, we're gonna make $1 million.
I want that. That sounds like a thing.
Be the first person who brings a container into the country.
do you have like a home base in Argentina, or
Mm-hmm.
so would you like set up like a vintage store or something like that, or
Both, like a vintage store distributed online too.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
A vintage shop that was online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You have to work it. You have to work it that way, some way. But people are they're getting into e-commerce there. Like I was using this website called Mercado Libre, so it's like free market. And it's funny, like people like you do a posting and then people start to ask questions, and by asking questions they gain confidence, and then when they're confident they'll buy, and then nobody pays, so they buy it. And you meet them like a coffee shop and you have the item. They give you the cash, you give them the item, and then you rate each other.
It's like Offer Up or something like that. Huh?
Well, yeah, it's like OfferUp. It's a little bit different. Like new items have like a 10% fee, but if used items are free.
Oh, that's cool.
So like for me, like I'd go to an estate sale and pick up some cool stuff, and you know the availability of products. There's no thrift stores there. The only way you can get like post-consumer stuff is out of the garbage or at estate sales. That's it.
That's crazy.
So I'd go to an estate sale at like 4 in the morning to be like less than 10th on the list. So I would just hope that somebody else was there. Like I want to be first, but I don't. Like I want one or two people in front of me, so like they're hanging out. So like if I'm like in a bad part of a neighborhood or something like. So I mean, one of the reasons we moved from Argentina is like. These dudes like jumped out of a cab, robbed me and my wife. Dude, I had a gun to my head, straight up on my forehead.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little crazy. Argentina is. There was this famous video of this like American kid who was doing some filming, and this guy walks up and like he's holding a gun. He's like, "Give me your bag! Give me your bag! Give me your bag!" The guy's like, "Nah, man, I'm not doing shit." And like kind of like leaves. And the guy just doesn't shoot him for some reason. But, the year before that, like there was a photographer and she was in this park, this pretty famous park. It was like, 5, 6 in the morning. She was taking some shots at daylight. They just shot her and stole her shit. There's huge, they call them vishas, but they're not, they're like favelas, I guess. It's like the term that you would know, but they're just like slums that they're like self-administering. They have their own governments. They're like these giant slums that would be like, there's one that's almost maybe like a quarter the size of Portland. Just sprawling slum where just people just like build bricks on top of each other. There's some crime boss dude who's like, running shit, and like you just do what you got to do. If you're born in there, there's not a lot of ways to get out. People know that you're from there. They won't accept you into society.
So you were born in Argentina?
No.
Oh, okay.
My wife was born in Argentina. My daughter was born in Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in the United States. I don't look like I was born in the United States, but I was.
I didn't know, so just
yeah. No, my family's we're of the Cajun heritage, so we were in the United States before it was the United States.
Nice.
Pre 1776. We have a lot. Like I have a lot of like native ancestry.
Yeah, my family came over pretty early too. I don't know when.
What's your ethnical origin?
I have a French background.
You got that French nose.
Yeah, I do. I guess we were like the Huguenot. We're like we were persecuted by like the Catholic Church.
Can I persecute you right now?
Sure.
Would you be open to persecution?
I'm feeling pretty persecuted.
If you're not feeling persecuted, I'd like to continue.
So yeah, that's my background.
Mostly French. French.
Huguenots. Yeah.
French.
Ha.
The French. All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to do something special. I'm going to say, oh, I am a coon ass. That is true. You're only supposed to call me a Kness if you are a Kness. That's okay. I'll let it slide this time.
So I was thinking maybe you should call your you should give your show a little title or something like that.
Like a little tag.
Yeah, just like just like label it. Just give it a little name or something.
It is. It's called Reseller Stories, but I can't find any guests, so nobody wants to come on my show.
Wow. You feeling like chopped liver yet?
I don't really care. I'm just gonna keep doing it. It doesn't. If you tell me no, then you cannot come on my show later when it's cool. Come to the party. You're invited. Come to the party, but if you don't, you're not invited.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't come, I understand.
But also, fuck you.
I don't want to say that.
I'll say it for you.
I really don't care. Like, I come to like mostly hang out with everyone, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're gonna make a bet. I got a green screen.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have fish.
Oh Jesus.
We're gonna have fish.
What's the point of a green screen? This is like
You'll find out, I'm sure.
I'm gonna play like crazy movies in the background.
Nice. Then if you hold up anything green, it just disappears. I'm not gonna be able to see your jade, man.
Ooh, I sent that off with the lister. Damn it. Oh no, I have it here. Hold on. I got a great piece of jade, actual Burmese jade I found today for $4. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Okay.
Do you want to see it?
Caleb doesn't care.
I'm sorry, I'm working.
I lost 2 until I drank too much beer.
This is the part of the show where we talk shit about. Oh, never mind.
You talk shit about who? The guy.
I have a necklace that looks exactly like that.
Oh yeah.
That my ex-in-laws bought for me in Hawaii.
Yeah. So,
Like it is identical to that.
yeah. This is a beautiful piece of it. I wish I could really show the color of it. It's hard to show. It really is hard to show on this camera, but it's very finely carved. You can see like the hole in it there.
Yep, that's the exact piece that I have.
Cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a nice piece though. They were pretty stupidly rich.
Yeah, so this was
$4?
$4, yeah.
Very expensive.
The guy was like, yeah, that's pyrite or something. I was like,
Pyrite?
he said something
Like
really
fool's
stupid like
gold?
that. He was like, pentite, that's not jade, that's pentite or something.
You're like, okay, great. I love that. That's my fave.
Yeah, I love whatever you think this is.
Yeah, you should put it through your ear.
What?
You put it through your ear.
You have to have a small ear to put this through your ear.
No, you just kind of like, loop it through. Just kind of corkscrew it.
Yeah, just like pierce a hole in my ear right here.
Yeah. Ears. It's fine.
Rotate it.
Right on camera here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe that to be Burmese jade. It's really nice. It appears to be the color of wonderful jade. The thing about jade is you can put a really, because it's so hard, you can put like a really fine polish on it. So if you're looking at jade stuff and it doesn't have like this really high polish on it, it's probably not jade or it's very low quality jade, you know?
Can you still see through that piece, or is it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it looks kind of opaque from here, but.
It is opaque.
Oh, but yeah, you can still see through it, yeah.
Absolutely. It's translucent. I mean, it's on the border of like, I mean, what would you say? It's not transparent, obviously.
Yeah.
It is translucent, though. It's highly translucent. But can you see the white kind of threads going through it?
A little bit, yeah.
So that's really what distinguishes like the nephrites from the jadeites. What you're gonna find is like streets, unless it's like, you know, if it's very, 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 very high quality, like here, I'll show you. Here, like a really high quality piece here. I'll try to not drop shit everywhere. All right. So I don't know if you can. This doesn't have any string through it at all. Doesn't have any like crystalline strands, but you can see that. Let's see if we can compare the color.
Yeah.
This is a higher quality of color, and this is a higher quality of stone. Wish I could show that better. But if this was this color, this stone would be like worth $1,000. Just the stone. You know, some of the imperial jade, like cabbage. Oh, hey, you like Disney, right? Check this out.
Was that like an original Disney like gift bag?
Yeah, and it's got a little gift in it.
Oh my god, the font on that kills me. I love vintage fonts. That is cute.
Highlights. Got some
Shut up.
stickers.
Oh, adorable. Oh, that's so cute.
I bought it because it had the original bag.
Yeah, no, I'm all about that. Like vintage packaging.
Yeah, I got the receipt somewhere. It was like 14 cents or something. It was cheap. Do you think that's from like what do you think?
65.
Yeah.
I bet. I'm guesstimating. Disney, yeah, Disneyland, yeah.
So like I was just digging through a box of there was like some old envelopes and shit, and I was actually looking for printer ink, and then like this came out, and
Is there any date on the book inside? There was no like published date.
I have the receipt. I put it away. I gotta find it.
I would
But I
guess
think you're right.
65.
What's up?
I would guess 65.
I think that's the receipt was like from 1966. I think.
Yeah, those fonts are just they're not quite late 60s. They've still got a little edge of that like mid-century modern.
It's cool that like it was like a little time capsule, you know, like
I love that so
big
much.
box of crap, and like it's sandwiched between two like, you know, giant.
Finding stuff in original packaging and like with old price tags, like oh, I love that.
What do you like? What do you think? Like, what would somebody pay for that?
To be honest, most vintage Disney ephemera was like made in droves, and a lot of it's not worth that much. Like you really need to get like old stuff for it to be worth a lot, or for it to be like a real niche market.
I mean, would you envision that getting like $30 or more?
I don't. With the packaging, maybe in the 20s.
Okay, cool. That's good.
I would personally try to find like other vintage Disney stuff and make like an ephemera lot to sell.
I never see anything like that. So when I pulled that out, I was like, whoa, cool.
I love it. That bag alone.
Yeah, I figured the bag would be worth at least like $15.
I'm a real font nerd, so that stuff just makes me happy.
What does one what is required of one to be a font nerd?
Just an appreciation for good fonts.
What's your favorite font?
What's your favorite font?
Oh, my favorite font.
Garamond.
I would
Comic Sans. I'm like an Arial fan. Like if I could never use another font in my life.
I'm a Helvetica.
I always seem to use the Arial font.
I do like Helvetica. Have you watched the Helvetica documentary?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Really good.
There's a documentary about a font.
Yeah.
Fonts have been around forever, and there's like really good stories behind some of them.
Have been around forever.
Yeah.
So
I used to do graphic design. I'm not like an artist by any means. My graphic design work was all like tweaking pretty much, adjusting. But I got to do a lot of typesetting, and I just fell in love with fonts.
Yeah, a lot of design is about like the little details, like that eye for detail. So I wouldn't downplay that. That's awesome.
Well, my point is mostly that I have zero artistic ability whatsoever.
Very valid point.
Kayla's a tweaker?
What?
Is it because of my font obsession or some other reason?
Who?
I got called a tweaker, apparently.
By who?
Mm.
Kayla
Paisley.
is a tweaker. I would like a. Can we get T-shirts? Like T-shirts.
That's all we need is let's start that fucking rumor. Lord.
It wouldn't be a rumor. It would be a T-shirt.
Kayla is a lot of things, but a tweaker is not one of them.
Okay, it's a tweaker. I think Paisley Bradley was just kidding.
I know she is. I know. I love her. She's one of my favorite people.
I don't know. I don't know anybody really.
She's always a mainstay on the Sip and Flip show that I do.
A tweaker of
A
fonts.
tweaker of fonts.
Like, that's a good backpedal there.
I thought you were gonna say nipples.
A tweaker of not things that aren't fonts.
Nipple tweaker.
So you have another show too, or you have a YouTube show?
I do a show with my friend Crystal on Tuesday mornings, and it's kind of like this.
Is it like a different channel than your?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Sip and Flip.
Ah.
We drink coffee Tuesday mornings, and we talk about reselling and whatever.
Ah, cool.
It's really good. Like, I mean,
We have a lot of fun.
yeah, I thought the both of your perspectives were really good. Like, in the morning, I'm usually really, really, really busy. So, like, the time slot that you guys broadcast kind of live, and I like the live aspect. You know, like I'm way more into live shit than I am anything else. But I'm never available to like watch at that time. You know, I'm always running around. But I got to watch it the other day.
Replay, man.
No, I watched it the other day, and it was I thought it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Your friend,
Yeah.
your friend was. Yeah, your friend was. I will say it again. Your friend was like gracious and intelligent, and that's like hard to find. So it was really.
She's amazing. We both used to sell on Instagram. Neither of us sell on Instagram much anymore. But she and I both moderate a Facebook group for people who sell on Instagram. And that's how we met like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we just started talking in private, mostly kind of like bitching about drama, you know, just like, oh, can you believe that so-and-so did blah? And then it just snowballed, and now we like talk to each other every day, and we both just have kind of salty personalities.
Dude, it's the salt.
It's the salty resell. That's what this show should be called.
The salty reseller show.
Salty reseller chat hour.
Yeah, I mean,
Except that it's 4 hours.
I've been very tame today. If Jacob's around, I get so much saltier.
That's because you have to harass him.
It's not that I have to; it's that I like to.
But also that you have to.
Why do I have to?
It's just a need that needs to be fulfilled. It's primal. Did he cut his hair?
He did.
I saw in his Instagram video.
Did you?
I was like, what did you do?
He was so today, like, God, this sale was like, I signed him up early because I usually go in early and he goes in late. So I've been taking him to some early sales, and today he came like, I was like, be there at least 20 minutes early. I kind of said it subtly. I might have not been that direct about it, but he showed up like 10 minutes early, and people were already like, it was so disorganized and dumb. People are already coming into the house. He's like, where am I? I'm like, dude, I'm in picking mode, dude. Like you gotta
Yes.
deal with your own shit.
And for yourself.
And he actually manned up. He waited in line, even though he really didn't have to, because he was there on time and he should have gotten into the house on time. But there was just so many people, and like the driveway was like really narrow, or there wasn't really a driveway. It was like to get to the house you had to go up this pathway, and she was like standing way at the top and calling out names, but like I was like 100 yards away from her because there were just so many people. So I was just like, I'm getting up to the front, figure it out. Ah. Sometimes you just gotta like.
So were you guys friends before this, or before?
I don't know if we're friends. I don't know.
I don't know if we're friends now.
Like, what did you guys?
We've never sat in the same physical space. Actually, Kayla's like has supported my channel. I have no idea why. I have no idea. I just have
It's the
no.
hat, man. It's the hat.
No, she's been really, really cool, and I really
I
appreciate.
think he meant Jacob, but
No, you.
No,
No.
I meant Jacob. Yeah.
No. Who?
he meant did you and Jacob know each other
Because you were
before?
telling the story about how you guys were.
Right, I'm sorry. Well, Jacob's not here, so I thought you were talking about.
But you were just talking about him. Where is your attention span?
It's gone.
Thank you, Kayla.
God.
Makes me feel like I'm crazy.
So no, it's actually a funny story if you want to hear about it.
He wouldn't have asked.
Okay, so like 4 weeks ago, Jacob and I have come across each other at sales here in Portland. You know, probably 5 or 6 times. He kind of like he goes in late, I go in early, right? So he kind of picks. He'll go into a sale like when it's all done, and he's like, he'll go and pick deep, and then try to get a really good discount. But he also misses out on like what's there in the beginning, right? Which I think is the biggest, the meatiest, the juiciest part for me anyway. So he was talking about, he posted a picture of some pens he bought at an estate sale, and I was like, hey, I didn't buy those. This is why. I did buy these. I showed him like an alternate bag, you know? And then I did something about Amazon FBA, and he asked about it. So kind of met him up and showed him some Amazon stuff. And it's like, these people are talking about this. These are the profit margins in this region, and this region, and this region. Like, beyond the bullshit, like these are true Amazon FBA numbers, which nobody's really sharing because I've seen all of them, and most people are full of shit. So then I was like, dude, you have a channel and shit. Like, you don't really do too much with it. I'm gonna start a show. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna start a show. You wanna do the first show? And he was like, yeah, I'll do the first show. And then
So this was a recent like friendship then that you guys struck up, huh?
So I found a building that I kind of like. I needed somebody else to rent part of it, and like the parts that I couldn't use were perfect for him. So probably on Monday we're gonna sign some paperwork to rent a building.
Then you'll be BFFs.
I hope not. I don't like.
You gotta do your daily vlog.
Oh, that would be so cute.
I'm gonna put up my green screen with my fish.
You guys need like a theme song.
Yeah.
No, not you guys. Me. I need it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, we can make a theme song. Kevin, can you make us a theme song?
He says he's a graphic designer, not a musician.
I'm a musician as well, so you know.
Oh, okay. That's fair then.
Like, don't get all presumptuous and shit.
Not just yet.
Like, I'm trying to reach out to his aspirations. You're trying
The
to
artistic side.
Dude, I'm
That's
trying to
fair.
get creative.
That's fair.
She's like, I do not want to hear you talk anymore. I heard it in the tone.
I'm looking at estate sale pictures for estate sales that I'm not going to go to.
Oh, why? I was looking at pictures. Ooh, let's do some live. You want to do some live estate sale pictures? Because I love that. I love the state sale picnic.
I just found one that had like a pretty rare piece of Pyrex in it, and I was like, ooh. And
Dude,
then I was like,
passed
oh,
up
it started today.
I passed up some. I made a huge operational error today.
Why?
Not understanding Pyrex that you were talking about like last week. That I just ran into like. Have you seen ones that have like hearts on them?
Like what color?
Pink with hearts.
Like
There's a split in the middle, maybe.
pink with hearts?
Green with hearts? I think they were pink.
It didn't have shamrocks on it, right?
No, it was hearts.
Okay.
Is that the best one, the Shamrock one?
Yeah, I kind of just had a heart attack when you said hearts.
Dude, this house was really, really weird. There were
Because really, one of the most rare pieces of Pyrex has hearts and shamrocks on it, and they go for like a couple $1,000s.
I think I really made a huge. I don't even want to look it up because I know that I really fucked up bad. Like they were like $12 and $16 a set.
I hate that second guessing where you come home and you're like, let me just check that out.
I just spend money normally, but today, like,
I've done it though. I've done like second.
the first sale was like.
Did it look like this? Click the second link that I just posted. Did it look like that one?
Hold on.
Those are split hearts, and they're not worth much.
Okay, good. God, I'm so happy. Nope.
Didn't look like that.
No, it was like it actually had a gap in the center. They looked like things I'd never seen before, and so.
And you're sure it was Pyrex and not like glass bake or something?
No, it was Pyrex, definitely. And then there was some. Yeah, that's not it. And it was definitely Pyrex.
What color was it?
Don't remember.
Mm.
Yeah, the only Pyrex I know is like the barcode Pyrex. I look for that.
Some of those are very rare too, depending on the color of the barcode.
There it is. Oh my God.
Which one? Show me.
JJ Round Hearts Pyrex Casserole. They were hearts.
Oh, it's a JAJ.
I don't know what that means. They were.
That means that it's made in England. Those were special England.
So I could have bought 3 of those today for $18.
So the JAJ is English Pyrex. AG, which is AGEE, Pyrex is Australian Pyrex.
Okay. It just appeared to be. Oh my God! Are you serious right now?
You need to next time you see Pyrex, you need to shoot me a text message.
Dude, I'm like putting it in my basket and then I'm calling you.
Because some of the Jaj and AG Pyrex is worth hundreds of dollars.
Dude, those are like $250 a piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a good day. It's okay. I had a good day.
Ugh, I feel sick.
I'm so sick.
How are you sharing this stuff?
They just looked dumb. It didn't look like it was good.
Do you think it's still there?
No way in hell.
Ugh.
You think it's still there? Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so I'm having a slight heart attack at the moment. It's okay.
I'm a little upset.
I thought I did okay today, but apparently.
Well, I mean, you did, I'm sure, but.
I got an offer for $1,000 for that bag.
Are you gonna take it? How much did you pay for the bag?
I don't want to say publicly.
Okay, that's fair. Would $1,000 be a good ROI?
Exceptional.
Then I think you should take it.
Is that Nike bag that you showed?
Yeah. So
Don't be a greedy bitch.
no, I'm not, and I'm not. I really,
Yeah,
I'm not. Like,
I would
build my
totally take
business
it.
on like providing amazing values to people, but like, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've never seen anything like this. I mean, it's just so different, and it's in such amazing. Like, it's in such like the condition is so good. You know, it's just so good, and I mean,
You should post when you post it. You should tag round 2.
who's that?
Round 2 Vintage. They're like streetwear dealers. They have like a LA store.
I bought it in this house today, and this guy, like, as I walked out, he was like, "Here's my business card. Please reach out to me." And I said, "All right, I will." So like a couple hours later, I reached out, and he's like, "I'll give you $300. Please meet me now." And I was like,
I think it's worth. I don't know shit about shit, and I think it's worth more than $300.
"Yes,
Didn't you just list that item? What did you list it for?
no."
Oh, you were just drafting it earlier? Because you showed like pictures of it, like.
On Instagram,
Oh, okay.
I posted some pictures on Instagram.
It's not listed anywhere.
No.
So you're still
So-
trying to figure out what it's worth.
Well, so I've gotten offers from 300 to 1,000 in a single day.
I mean, you could hold out a little bit and see what happens, but I have a feeling 1,000 is a pretty reasonable.
I think 1,000 is like slightly over market too.
Yeah.
But you see, like in the foreign markets, like the Malaysian and the Japanese market, like price doesn't matter a lot of times. Like there'll be a single collector that somebody knows about who will pay. They don't even care. Like they'll just throw out a number. They'll get it from you for 1,000 and say 3,000. Like I'll pay it because he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, $1,000 would be pretty nice.
Man. Yes, I'm gonna.
It's not about the 1,000. It's not about any of that. I'm not saying like finding that and being 40th into the house after
That's
you got
impressive.
fucked by the people running the estate sale company and still getting it is insane because it was like in the front room of the house. I mean, if you walked
That's-
in, if you walked
I
in
would have
the
gotten
house,
it.
would you buy that or not?
I would have gotten it, and I also probably would have paid up to $50 for it. And I don't even know about it.
Well, I know about it, and if it was $200, I would have paid $200.
Yeah, so with my limited knowledge, I still would have paid $50.
Yeah, and that's like high for you, probably.
Yeah, that's pretty high for me for something that, especially for something I don't know about. But
Yeah.
it looks good enough that
Why does it look good to you? Because this is the discovery.
the logo looks really interesting because it has that hollowed out swoosh. That
Yeah,
interests me.
that
The
early
font is
model
interesting.
So this is like the 60s logo.
The font is interesting. The condition looks really good. And the fact that it has a date right on it.
No, that's the sickest part, right?
Yeah.
The sickest spots. Anyway, it was dirty. It was really, really dirty. It took me over an
So
hour.
what is Munchen 72? Was
Unit.
that Olympics?
Yeah. So in
Okay.
So I think Steve Prefontaine. So all the Nike stuff that's like that's in real high demand is like in the Prefontaine years, and he like died suddenly in like 76, I think. So in the 72 Olympics, a couple of crazy things happened. First, it was the first Olympics in Germany post-Nazi era.
Okay, that's big.
Then, obviously, like you had Israeli athletes there, and the Black September had this crazy like terrorist attack, and they killed like 10 Israeli athletes and some Israeli coaches, and like.
I
Yeah.
found an ad with your bag on it.
How much is it for?
I've just found an ad.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see what I can.
Yeah, please. It's a very rare bag, but
The text is in Japanese though, so I don't know what it says.
Does it have a number of yen?
No, here, I'll link it to you.
Link
Hold
it.
on. Told you I'm good at finding things.
Are good at finding things.
Where's my YouTube? There it is.
Is it the blogspot thingy? Oh,
I don't know. I found it on Pinterest.
found it on Pinterest. Oh yeah, yeah. But this is like, this isn't a published book.
Yeah. So I don't know any more than that, but there's something.
Oh, it's something serious.
I wish I knew what that said. I bet you could get that translated pretty easily.
I can do it right now.
I was gonna say Google Translate will probably do it for you.
Well, it doesn't really matter what it says.
No, but it might be interesting to get some more info on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are shoes from that same era.
Yeah.
So this was a runner's bag. So like, you know, they didn't have a lot of like microfiber technology or shit like that. So this was a bag for a runner, a sponsored runner. So I mean, imagine how many. There's probably 100 bags. That's one of 100 maybe. So like anybody who has a collection that they're trying to complete that has to do with that line, like they need that, I guess. I just don't know how to explain it.
There's
All I
a
can
similar
do is
bag,
that,
but not the same.
I saw the hollow Nike and not the Munich in the picture of an estate sale, and I was like, there was just something that told me that it was like insane, you know.
There's a similar. Well, it's the same logo and a Nike bag, but it's not the same bag.
Was it listed for sale? Because I couldn't
No,
find it.
it was on a Sneaker Queen website.
Oh yeah, the Sneaker Queen has one, but like,
Yeah. It's different.
yeah, it's different. And was it like blue or something? It was like, yeah, it was. I saw.
Not the same.
No. So this bag, like I'm saying, like you had to be a Nike sponsored runner to get this bag in the 1970s, and there were like 50, I don't know, between 50 and 100 Nike sponsored runners. That is what I believe to be the case. I could be wrong.
And then like you run into the situation where you don't want to ask too many questions at the estate sale.
Questions? No, I picked it up and I was like,
I know, but what I'm saying is there are some items that you can sometimes ask the estate sale people, like, you know, depending especially if it's run by the family, you can ask questions about like,
yeah, I love when there's a family member there because they'll like tell me a story and like I can kind of figure out what I need to look for. And
but sometimes you have to be super careful if you act too interested.
absolutely, but if there's already a price on it, it doesn't matter how interested you act. They've already priced it, and they're like obligated to sell it to you for that price. All you have to acquire it. Yes, they do. If it's priced, you'll see estate sale companies that don't price anything. You just have to like work with them at the end.
Oh yeah, no, I've been to them. I don't really like them.
Leave the price on you. They actually, I mean, they really can. I've never had one try, but if they did, I mean, it's very unethical, but and also if it's already priced, why would you have to act interested? You already know the price, so you could totally pretend like it's of no value, like I did today. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I want to know more about the bag though, because it's a pretty interesting find.
So these totes, these 1970s totes, were like runners' totes, and you know, so they were not issued to the public, and you know, so they Nike started with running, so the most collectible stuff is like Nike running stuff, you know, and like what people are putting out there is like, so this guy who, when I posted the picture of the tracksuit that got like gazillions of views, you know, I've had crazy offers on that thing, crazy. I haven't sold it, and I've just told everybody like I am not selling it yet, but I've gotten like a couple of like crazy offers, and the reason that I didn't take them is because I just don't know. I really don't know, and so it's hard for me to take an offer from a perspective of not knowing. It's not about like what I made per se. It's like it's kind of a understanding like why somebody would want to pay that.
Yeah.
Kind of, and I mean, I do find rare Nike stuff, quite a bit, but not on this level. I mean, it's really, really rare. So yeah, I don't know why this particular bag is in style, but it has to do with style, though, right? So
Yeah,
there's something about it that is stylish, and
it's very 70s.
yeah, but the '70s isn't in style, right?
It is.
60s?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, it definitely is.
It definitely is. So I should probably sell it like now.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was about to propose the same matter. Thank you for your contributions.
Yeah, it was good.
It was lovely to price those things for you. I'm gonna try to get some more images and see if there's some tags.
Yeah, that would be helpful. But you've kind of got a baseline now, so I think
Yeah,
I think
mean,
you're good.
starting in the $24 range, $25.
Mhm. All right. Good night. Good night.
Thank you.
5
Good
people
luck.
that are watching.
Bye bye. Ciao ciao.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.